welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Operation Aegis, our Lancer actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me as usual will be Sarah playing Vika.
You did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look,
Change my name.
I'm scanning the names to say who do I want to start with tonight, and Vika comes before Sarah in the on the screen. So.
I'll
Patrick
just
playing
change my
Freddy.
name.
Yeah, then you have to change it again for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Cara playing
It's
Tiana.
constantly Vika's.
Eric playing Uriah, and Jeremy playing Corteo. So what fun and excitement went down last week?
My Mac blew up.
Everything is on fire.
There was a
Something
lot of
like
on fire.
that.
There was a lot of on fire.
We retrieved the data.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm getting the image of Freddy just like coming back, and it's the meme of them walking through the door and like the entire apartment's on fire.
You've got the
That's kinda
pizzas
what
in your
happened.
hand.
Yeah.
All right.
That's not inaccurate.
So yeah, Uriah's mitt got trashed. Though Tiana was able to patch it together enough that he was able to walk it off the map at least.
Yeah,
Mm.
but could not get back to grid space to get his mech back up.
Grid space is, I believe, hovering in some pocket dimension or something.
I thought we had enough to repair it.
I have repair. We sorted out
Yeah.
the repairs for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we distributed points.
So what we're doing is when we have what I am gonna flavor it as we have a second to breathe, Cortab just like blinks it back into existence, and it's like a pile of stuff, and takes the time to repair it.
All right. So yeah,
Falls apart like a suit of armor.
Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Horus, build your own mech kit.
The gunplay girl is going crazy today.
it turns out Horus is really just IKEA in the future.
That's probably more GMS, but
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, so y'all have managed to extract the information, withdraw. You're still behind enemy lines. You fell back to a like a little cache of supplies, a little fallback point. You know, it's not somewhere you're going to be safe to camp out for a long period of time, but you can take a night and a day or so to patch up your mix as much as you can.
Yeah, you guys just watch the bits and pieces of Cortab's Hydra just pop out of nowhere. They're all charred and stuff. It's like, and starts to repair it.
very just put out.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it.
Should have just took me with you, buddy.
No one else dying, please.
That would be ideal.
I will send each of you through secure channels a copy of the data to disseminate as you will. If I get the system, like the internal systems started before I start like working on the actual chassis, can I start disseminating this data myself?
Sure.
Or not disseminating, like just going through it and like trying to decrypt it.
You quickly realize you're going to need better equipment than what you carry around with you all the time to encrypt it. Or decrypt it, rather.
Right. Okay.
We got 5 NHPs, 6 NHPs. Get
I'm the one that doesn't have one.
No, we'll put them on it.
Oh, fair enough.
We could actually form a because they do this in the ship combat, where it's basically where like NHPs form like a Voltron.
That's cool.
That is something that happens in universe.
That's really cool. I like it.
Union's got something similar with like non-NHP AIs.
Mm-hmm.
It's how they predict the future.
We have a super duper computer.
Except those calculations keep factoring in aliens that nobody is aware actually
Yeah.
exist.
What is that? What is that Tom Cruise movie where they did something like that, but with people?
Minority Report.
Minority Report. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just what I picture every time someone mentions that. Just an NHP stuck in a tub.
All right, so y'all spend a day or so. You're patching up. The NHPs are starting to poke at the data some. Towards the when you got your mix of batters repaired as you're going to, you get a message. Message manages to come through. It's a little choppy. It's from Jellicoe, Commander Jellicoe. Telling you to lay low.
Ain't no shit, Sherlock.
Can we get if we get any lower, we're gonna be limboing in hell.
Well, I could contact the Bull of Helvin, and technically we could, if that teleportation technology works the way I think it does.
It's not tempt fate.
Well, this is a pre-recorded message.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear people. You can hear somebody shouting at him to open his door while he's recording it.
Oh shit!
We were gone for like 3 days.
He pauses for a second in talking to you or in the recording to look at the door. One moment. Basically, he's pretty sure he's about to be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
The what do you call it? An assault. The information retrieval that you did a couple days before. Someone seems to have alerted Union to it. They have not been satisfied with the excuses he gave for why you might have been in the area. Someone has leaked them Shinar reports about the activity. Because the Shinar troops that faced off against you, when y'all left, there were still some of those cultists laying, and the cult is something that, the Shinar are aware of. Mm-hmm. So, basically, you guys have been foreboding for investigating the cult. And, oh, look, the first time you think you're not being stared at, there you are in the middle of the cult again. Mm-hmm. In a very kind of out of the way spot, behind enemy lines. So he suggests laying low from Union for a little bit. As he's sure it will get worked out in time, as per our previous conversation. If y'all remember the unofficial...
Blame him.
Right.
Yeah.
The plan was he'll take the fall. And then General...
Griffin?
Is it Griffin
Was
or
it
Griffin?
I don't recall which one.
I don't either.
General G.
General G.
Didn't they call her grandma or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something like that. I was like, hey, we don't say this to her face.
Yes. Behind her back, she's referred to as General Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when things have calmed down a little bit, she's supposed to get in contact. He's not going to a lot of detail because they're probably going to have this recording. But you might want to lay low till stuff blows over. He's not sure where you can safely do that, considering your last known location. If you have any other friends to call on, do so. Anyway, it has been a pleasure serving with you.
Jesus Christ.
Godspeed, and he signs off. And like I said, this is a pre-recorded something, that he sent out.
Yep. I'm gonna
Oh,
work
bless.
on
Go ahead.
next campaign for in the Lancer universe is just us breaking Jellicoe out.
Like as the recording ends, you just see him like raising a hammer to start destroying things.
I'd believe it.
So,
Well, where near here can we lay low? Do we have a map of the area?
you have satellite imaging of the area. Where exactly you could get to that, the Shannara forces won't find you, or where you could cross the border where Union wouldn't notice you, is a little up in the air.
Yeah.
Cave systems that are large enough for mechs, anything like that?
You can start. You could.
Yeah,
You can give
she'll.
me a roll as you search for that.
Her and a set will be
Kenneth-
looking at that.
Can Athena help her with her unfettered Omninet access?
That would probably help. Yes.
Athena, find me local Airbnbs with big garages that don't ask too many questions.
Uriah, you were going to try to do some repairs on your mech in a way that would spare, would stretch y'all's resources a little bit. You need to give me a roll on that.
I'll give him an assist, and I do have mechanic as background, so I don't know if that's going to play into it or not.
The fact that you're assisting just gives him a
Gotcha.
And
advantage.
Ty would be helping whoever needed repairs, so whatever.
Let's say I'm also a mechanic, so.
All right, so difficult roll. You need a 20. You would be at 2 disadvantage or 2.
2 disadvantage.
Yeah, 2 disadvantage, but also with 2 accuracy because of you got a couple people helping you.
Not at
Difficulty.
difficulty.
Should be just a
that's what it
flat
is.
roll.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's just easier to call it disadvantage because we're all D&D nerds, so we all know what that
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for this long in this game.
Well, because they also call it advantage as when you
Yeah.
get the bonus.
Yeah.
So that's every time I've said it, it's thrown me off as like, I don't think it's
Hey.
advantage. But it is
24.
every time.
Hey,
Just roll a 20.
All right, so you managed to make the supplies stretch, the repair supplies and stuff basically stretch a little bit further than it normally would have.
found an extra roll of filament.
Then I will burn my last 2 repair capacity to give myself a 3rd structure.
What bonuses would apply for mine? I have Scott. I have. That might be the only one that would work.
Go ahead and throw a spot in there.
Okay.
All right, I've got my.
Nope. Unless we're given an advantage because of Athena's Omnina.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your d6 and add to it.
I'll take it.
All right, that's a 19.
That's better.
Be back in just a second.
You poke around. There's not any cave systems close by. There is a wooded area nearby, or relatively nearby. It might, it's thick enough in spots that it at least help hide you from drone overflights, make you a little less noticeable.
Only problem would be moving the big guys through it.
This is true.
The dog is big.
There is the other option of the offshore derrick that we now call Mother Base.
The what now?
That's a Metal Gear Solid reference.
Oh, right. Never did play those games.
Hmm.
But there is that. And you find a reference to an old communications base that was out there.
How far is that base?
It's several miles into the woods.
Oh, it's in the woods. Okay.
Yes.
How far from this location?
Trying to keep your head down and move as stealthily as possible. It's about a day and a half travel. So
She will
closer
bring
than
all
getting
the
across the
options.
border would be, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, she'll bring all the options to the table. Like, don't know how abandoned it is. It might have bits and pieces we could use to continue to repair. Or it could be just a huge trap. 50-50.
I don't know if that was the beginning of a statement or the beginning of a question.
No, I saw the D6 pop up suddenly, so didn't know what that was about.
That is your roll 20 being way behind.
What I'm going to do... I'm actually going to... If I can use Athena's access, I actually want to investigate that site. That abandoned communication site. So we can both see what it is and how recent it's been abandoned.
Okay. Go ahead and give me... Say, what would you roll? Investigate or whatever you'd roll for.
Yeah. Advanced roller, that's what I need. $14.
Okay. It appeared to have been abandoned towards the tail end of the previous war. There's no you don't find any references to it currently being having been used in the current war.
So I know the old communication base hasn't been used for a while, but it's at the same time also that sort of screams, if someone else wanted to lay low or not be seen and have communication access, that would also be a spot they'd go to, too.
Well, it's decommissioned, so I don't think it would have the communication abilities.
Unless someone got it up and running and just
Unless
You'd be for someone whose whole expertise is getting old junk up and running, trust me, someone might be able to. And all of a sudden you hear a slight whistle sound. It's like, I wasn't talking about you.
He's very sensitive about the J word. Alright, so that's what the two of them managed to find out about it. What is everyone's opinion?
having a place with some actual cover would be beneficial.
Forrest would be good for that, except for when she looks up at Wild Dog.
Dig a hole to crouch in.
I mean, technically. She would make a very big area for them to chill in the middle of the forest, though. with the diggy hole, but
If nothing else, if we get close to the communications thing and then maybe go in on foot or make sure there's no people in there before we go in.
Yep, that works.
Send a drone or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like there's a
take it
consensus.
I take it your heat's not working, Alex, or
huh?
is your heat not working because you're just wrapped up where I'm looking at you?
Oh,
so.
no. It's just the right temperature in the house for me to just have a blanket on.
Gotcha.
Sometimes people just want to be a burrito.
Yes.
Yeah, Cortev. Two things. One, Cortev's in for this. Can manifest drones. Kind of. How big are the trees? Because we're worried about the dog. About Wild Dog, but like, I don't. The trees are pretty big, are they not? Or am I missing something? Or are they just
Well,
regular people-sized trees?
It'd be more concerned like moving between the trees.
Sure.
Yeah.
The other thing, I understood that Metal Gear reference.
No.
I was just
we're
otherwise
just
occupied.
we're just worried with the dog being a size 3 brick house.
Yeah.
The trees would basically be like a trail to them, to us.
There may be like logging roads or something if it was used that are still maybe not 100% passable, but somewhat passable.
Sure.
All right. So anyway, sounds like y'all are going to head that way and see what you can see.
Scout it out, yeah.
Give me a roll, somebody, for basically how well y'all navigate through this.
Sure.
What kind of bonuses would add to that?
Good question.
Everybody look at your tags and see if you have any skills that you think would help.
Gonna go back.
I have spot.
Okay,
I can argue
not
spot.
too bad. Spot's not a bad one.
Gonna get back to my pilot.
I'd get somewhere quickly, but that'd be about it.
Yeah.
That'd be more about raw speed than how well you're maneuvering.
I'd offer
I wanna
Athena, but then if people are watching the OmniNet for our location, I'm not going to.
Here's one for when it comes to the dog. Invent create as a means to actually come up with a way to camouflage it. Both to actually essentially sort of mask its trail in some ways. It's not going to be easy, I'm not going to lie to you about that, because it's a size 3 mech.
It's a brick house.
Yeah.
Just make it look like a canopy.
There's no way not to make a giant 3-story building not be a 3-story building volume-wise.
Yeah.
This isn't a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
I can't put it in a
not
pocket.
volume-wise, but at least because we've actually made larger things disappear with.
Yeah, but we don't have the weird horrors. We don't have the ultra horror.
Actually, no. People have done this with just like sticks. That you'd be surprised what you can do when it comes to camouflage.
We weren't concerned about visually camouflaging. We were more concerned about, I think, the destruction that was going to be left.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, so it sounds like spot is the best you've got so far.
Yep. All right, I can rock with spot.
All right, give me a spot.
I've got a 4 in it. I don't know if anyone has higher.
I have a 6.
You win.
Yep. Okay. What are we at? 5? Yeah, we are.
Yep.
So
11 bonus.
Well, I can't fail it at least then. But I ended up with a 14. I rolled a 3.
Okay. with Vika's ideal of logging roads, you look around for roads or pathways through the forest.
Mm-hmm.
You do manage to find some overgrown ones. Like the forest hasn't completely filled them in, but it definitely hasn't been kept up.
Ah,
So-
shit. Oh well, that's okay. We already succeeded.
Did you forget something?
Because I was gonna, the way you framed that, I would have cashed in my 10 for the
So
scene.
you would have had a 21.
Yeah.
Ah.
But I already rolled for it, so it's fine.
So there are spots where a tree or two gets cracked as he's walking through. The wild dog is walking through.
Wild dog.
But it's not like just a constant trail.
It could totally be attributed to storms or something.
Yeah. Somebody made a good enough tracking roll, they might notice. But it's not something somebody casually flying by would necessarily pick up that something big has been walking this direction. Now, once you get closer to this base, you're gonna have to push through some trees there. Now, you were talking about possibly stopping before you got to the base. And I say base,
Yeah.
that's overselling how big this thing is. This was a small little.
I
A
might
shack
just
with an
send
antenna.
I might send a drone in just to get some recon going.
Okay.
The ones that are attached to the Hydra itself, I'll just send one of those out because those can move independently.
All right. It zips around. Yeah, it's a small little. You can almost call it a little fort or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are walls, but it's not walls that would keep a mech out or anything.
Well, this
a
is
size 1
not-
mech would be looking over them, but it would keep people from running up into it.
Mhm.
And the walls seem to still be in pretty complete shape. The gates are still shut.
Gonna just float up and over the gates.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem.
Do I see? So now, second part of this recon is going to see if there's anything because it doesn't look like it's going to hold us for very long. But now, second part of this recon is going to be seeing if there's anything salvageable.
All right, give me a spot roll.
That I'm going to cash in my 10 for.
Okay.
For a 21.
So this place looks like it was properly shut down before whoever was here withdrew. It doesn't look like they pulled much equipment out. It just looks like they sort of locked everything down, weatherproofed what needed it.
Gotcha. It's like the impression being like they might be coming back at some point.
They
Right.
winterized
It's like when they pulled out, they weren't sure that it wasn't like we're permanently abandoning this thing. Though that's turned out to be what more or less happened.
It's kind of what happened, yeah.
But there's a little kind of built into the wall, a little section of like prefab barracks. Not enough for a large number of people because this was a very small fort. It'd be plenty for y'all if y'all needed to camp out there for the night.
I'll show them the kind of the images that I'm showing them of like the prefabricated like barracks and stuff. It's like we probably have like a day if we can get all there.
You can't see inside the barracks because everything's locked down and sealed up. But you could unseal that when you got there.
Yep.
There is a power generator outside. That is, it is currently powered down.
If I use the scan function that we use in combat, but in this moment, is this Matt Shinar or is this Union? This is Matt Shinar, right?
We're in Shinar territory, yes.
Yes, this one is Matt Shinar.
It doesn't mean everything here is going to be Matt Shinar.
Yeah, because keep in mind the exactly where the borders at have varied a lot over the years and various wars. But yes, this was a Shinar base.
Okay.
Or fort.
Good to know. Okay, cool.
There's also 2 large, communication dishes. That the dishes are kind of like folded up and tilted. Like I said, it was. The place looks like it's weathered the years fairly well.
So space Airbnb it is.
Oh, and
Looks
most
like.
importantly, it does obviously seem to be empty.
Yes. What'd you say, Vika?
Looks like.
All right, I'll recall the drone.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be fine because this guy can kind of squash himself down to several half-sized mechs in a trench coat.
Angry water, we can kind of fit anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So we do still have to get into like a wooded area to traverse this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Because at that point, War Dog is going to be bigger than the building when we get there.
Lowers down as low as it can go.
Just crab walks.
he crouches down on his belly, so it's only twice as tall as the wall.
Technically, if I had taken a particular perk from one of the frames that I chose, I could do that. I could literally just slope into a smaller size, but I did not take it. So.
Dog, activate Corgi mode.
Oh God, that's terrifying.
The dog's loafing.
I can totally see the legs just half retracting though, and that being corgi mode. So yeah, you push through the woods. You're trying not to leave too much of a trail, but you are breaking some trees.
I mean, that's to be expected, though.
If
that's normal.
Oh yeah. If somebody managed to track you this far, yeah, they're going to follow you the rest of the way without too much trouble.
I would like to roll spot to check our six, as it were, just to make sure that no one's like behind us.
Okay, give me a roll.
Part of spot is seeing ambushes and hidden details.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to roll something as a proposition for putting trees back, which I'll explain after this.
Okay.
I rolled another 15.
All right. You don't see any signs anybody's following you. Y'all have moved more or less further away from the kind of the hot zone. Though obviously, the overall area they're going to be looking for whoever attacked that resort.
Mhm.
And what is Vika's idea?
So I have Total Strength Suite, which allows me to rip up a piece of the environment and hurl it at a character within range 5.
Okay.
Could I use that to gently move the trees and maybe like stick them back in the earth?
It's like they fell out. She puts them back.
Or just like if they fall over, like stick them back up. Maybe
That's
not
really
alive
funny.
or anything, but just like,
That's really funny.
It'll take a few days for this thing to die completely and become noticeably dead.
Yeah. And then it just looks like a dead tree that may be rotted. Who knows?
Fungus, they're weird in this area.
Strong
some
wind
hiking.
blew it over.
But yeah, the tree that Wild Dog winds up actually snapping off. Yeah, I'll say you can dig a little hole and kind of stick him back in there.
Cool.
It's like you broke your stand, but you still found a way to stick it in somewhere.
Somebody walking by, it might seem weird and kind of noticeable. Like, a person walking by on foot.
Just not
People
worried
do
about the
satellite
lumberjacks.
scans.
But yeah, like somebody flying overhead, it just looks like another tree standing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wonder.
It's not perfectly disguised, but
It's something.
yeah, it's definitely something.
I mean, if it works, though.
Yeah.
All right. So you get to the base, like I said, the fort. The the gate's locked down. There's clearly some power in the gate. You know, it's clearly got enough solar power or something going on that it's. But like the console is functioning. Though it doesn't want to let you in.
Not with that attitude.
We climb onto the dog, slide down one of the legs over the wall.
They have a sunroof for some reason, just like Batman.
Jeez.
Well, Whip walks up to the wall, continues to walk up the wall, and then walks down the other side.
He has very little issue.
Yeah.
Vika's
And
mech
then-
could probably step over it carefully. Wild dog,
Yeah.
he can just not even break stride and step over it.
Vika
Like-
has the extendo legs.
Uriah can just.
I'm also going to, if sensors will allow, scan for silent alarms, just in case this place still had like a trip, in case someone came inside.
Okay. You scan. You are not picking up any broadcasts coming or going.
Okay.
Oh, good. I didn't do that, so good. Good call. I will just go ahead and start the festivities and getting the doors unlocked for us.
All right. Give me a.
Is there just one? Is there just one building, or is there multiple buildings?
Well, I guess I could flip y'all over here and show you a picture of it.
You didn't
plan
for this at
knew
all.
it.
Yo!
It doesn't have its own specific battle map.
Why would we ever do that? Place
Well,
players
I'm gonna
here.
talk.
No, there's.
I like it. It's a good map.
Wait, guys. I think we just ran into an encounter.
So yeah, so
Maybe.
like these are the little barracks areas I was talking about.
Mm.
Mhm.
This over here seems to be more like the command center, the communication center, the working area.
Mhm.
You've got like container sort of things over here, probably held supplies. Kind of makes its own little part of the wall on that side.
Alrighty. Is it hack fixed?
Yeah, hack fix to get in the system.
Yep, yep, yep.
I will assist.
All right.
I will also assist, because I think most of us have hack fix.
All right.
Vika's keeping an
I'm-
eye just on the areas.
I was gonna say I'm probably good at that point, guys, but yes. I did roll low, but I get a plus 11 to it, so it's not really rolling low. I got a 20 off of my own merits with the
Oh,
plus 11.
nice.
And then it'll be 25, 28. I rolled a 9 and I got a 20.
Just roll a 20 by any means possible.
Yep.
Late game Lancer, baby.
So yeah, this place is using old codes and the security software hasn't been updated from the previous war. So yeah, you're through this like a hot knife through butter.
I think this thing is older than I am.
The war's not that old. Not that the previous war wasn't quite that far back. No, was it 50 years ago? I forget.
That's older than Cortev.
Yeah, it might be. It might be.
And mind you, 50 years ago, when time dilation, you're getting pretty weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Just I'm doing my best to make sure that we're in and keeping a low technological footprint.
Okay. So yeah, so you power the base up. It starts, unlocking the doors. You do get a warning that there's not enough battery power to keep it going for too long, unless you fire up there's a generator out here you could fire up.
I forgot.
And it would be a little, it'd be a little bit detectable, but it wouldn't be like shooting up a flare or anything.
Fight us! Come here, fight us!
Fight me, a long neck, no.
But all the equipment seems to be functioning.
Mhm.
You can go through and look at the, the reports from where they shut it down, and as soon as you fired the computer up, it started doing checks to make sure everything was still functioning.
Mhm.
Uh,
I'll make sure everything's done under Space NordVPN.
very good. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
But they could be. Call us.
We're not desperate.
Being a smart ass.
But,
Void VPN.
Horus VPN. It's not actually
Yeah.
VPN. It just finds you.
Mm-hmm.
I know where you want to be when you want to be.
all right, so you get the base fired up. There are cots. You won't be roughing it tonight. There's a shower area. You can even have warm water.
The miracles of technology.
There are still MREs.
Those are probably not good.
75-year-old MREs. No,
They're probably fine.
They last a while.
Considering how long modern day MREs can last, these are probably fine.
Yeah.
I've seen those World War II ones that people still eat and find and eat.
They're freeze dried. They're fine.
Yeah. They're not good, but they're edible.
They're calories.
Yeah.
They're calories. Just drink gasoline. Yeah, P.S. Do not drink gasoline. That will kill you.
This isn't 40K where the Kriegsman can eat one MRE and be fed for 4 days.
Corpse starch.
But again, to enjoy all of the luxuries, you'll need to fire up the generator.
I'm gonna just look at the generator lovingly and take a cold shower.
Yeah, because we would be roughing it anyways. Do we really want to fire up the generator? Laying low. Let's just lay low.
Lay low for now, and we'll get there. And you guys all hear Kurtev obnoxiously sing in the shower.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Alright.
Vika will just join in from the other room just to be obnoxious as well.
Comes out is like 3 shades lighter.
All right. And poking around the computer, you find out, they withdrew because at whatever point in the war, the League forces were basically overtaking this area. And either they didn't find this little fort, or they didn't actually get quite this far. But it was towards the end of the previous war. So apparently peace arrived before any need to come back. You get the impression it was probably like a forward listening station.
Okay.
Could also be used as a relay.
Vika isn't going to turn on the generator, but she's going to go look at the generator. Could she take the generator bits and pieces to recharge her core power? Hypothetically.
Probably not. As old as this thing is, it's probably not going to be a compatible technology.
Fair enough.
Because while this base dates back to the previous war, the design of this generator is probably older than that. All right.
Okay.
So y'all get a
She
day
will-
to. Oh, go ahead.
She will make sure to set a set. Just if they sleep, she'll have a set keeping watch throughout the night.
Well, I imagine most of the NHPs will be up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NHP slumber party, which is actually just NHPs all keeping watch.
Mm.
Playing virtual poker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I can offer her core power if you'd like to take that.
It is dang useful for fighting multiple people, but
I still have the spare.
you have a spare?
Yep.
That's true. You do.
Wow,
Yeah, I
dang,
forgot
if we
about
got a
that.
spare,
Yeah, I have a spare.
Never
you have a
mind.
if you have a spare and are willing to offer it up if he catches Vika out there looking longingly at the generator,
There.
I'm down for it.
Yeah. that's
So
easy.
Ronry.
I've had that thing for several missions. The trick about it is when I was using the Calendula, it recharges after every combat, so I don't have to worry about it.
Ah.
But I got that asset long before I was going into the Calendula. But yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll
If
offer
it
it up.
works.
There we go.
I'll see her like try to turn it on. Like, don't bother.
Hopes and dreams.
No. Go enjoy a cold shower.
Oh yeah, cold showers are fantastic.
Hmm.
I was just
Really
hoping
cool.
to make. If I needed to raise more hell, I was hoping to be able to raise more hell.
I have a core battery.
Fantastic.
It's behind you.
It's the core powers are behind me, isn't it?
The core power was inside you this whole time.
Oh, good.
All nanites. Bees. Okay. Yeah, she'll definitely install that. Gives Core to have a little hug like, thanks, man.
You got it.
All right. So y'all have a fairly peaceful night.
Mhm.
The
And the
NHPs stay
Fire
up,
Nation.
stay on watch. They're entertaining themselves.
You look at Whip's like giant monitor face, and it's just one eye is like doing bong.
That's terrifying.
All right. So after a good night's rest, and this has been at this point a couple of days since the fight. So even people that got blown out of their mechs, and rattled around are probably feeling pretty good. Any soreness or bruising.
To be clear, not enough for a full repair.
Well, you don't have the equipment for.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
But I meant you as the pilots.
Yes. Okay. Understood.
Having an actual honest to God bed probably helped.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you spending your day? What is your battle plan going forward? How long are you going to try to camp out here?
I feel like we still want to go. I feel like we still want to go back.
Yeah. Do we want to try to use any of these communication arrays? Have the NHPs had any luck further with the files we got?
They've gotten through like the first layer of security on these files. They tell you it's going to be a while. If you use the communication arrays, they could try to quietly access some Union resources to help out.
That could just also put a flare on our back.
Yeah.
True.
I'll be right back.
It's completely up to y'all.
We have enough power in here for at least another day if we're lucky. So,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I will go on. I will go on the OmniNet and look around, poke around for like other similar bases in the area.
Okay.
Decommissioned, not decommissioned, but like shut down.
Don't forget to use Space NordVPN.
Exactly.
Not actually a
Jeez.
canon thing, but I could.
If
You
I just
start.
say space in front of something, you know what I mean.
Hey, you mean that there's an empty space there?
Mm-hmm.
And Jason, if we've been here for a couple days, can I make like a hack fix roll to repair one of my systems?
Well, this is the
try and
next
repair
day.
a
This is
system.
just the next day.
Yeah,
Literally
yeah.
the next day.
Uh,
Okay.
So Cortev, you're doing your little investigation.
Yep.
And you're really not seeing anything. This place is a real oddity. The only other you find other references to other little sites like that here and there, but they're nowhere nearby.
Okay.
You basically find some outdoorsy camping hiking fan that would go around to these weird little places and check them out. Kind of like some YouTubers today. They'll find something weird on Google Maps, and then they'll just bicycle out to it or drive out to it, climb the mountain to see what it was.
Yeah.
It's the only one we got for Miles.
Hmm?
This is the only one we got for Miles. So let's try not destroying it.
Why would anybody want to destroy it?
Oh, tell me.
Does anyone else have any avenues of investigation or whatever they want to pursue?
Sorry, still thinking.
He's taking some effort, I can tell.
Option.
Oh no, you're right.
Invent create. Essentially create a remote hub. If they can actually hack into use this to actually get assistance, do it from a remote position. This way we're not in the base when we're doing it, in the off chance we draw attention.
The only problem with that would be there's a lot of interference in the area, as you've gotten kind of standardly used to close to the water. So while you could certainly set up a hub or a relay so that you could use the base's equipment from a distance, but that would still be traceable to the base. It would just be that if you weren't at the base,
Well, no, that's kind of the point. If it gets traced to the base and people attack the base, we're not in the base.
something like that you might be able to set up.
Well, that's my option.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anyone else?
I mean, these aren't like mutually exclusive. That's something you could be working on in tandem
Yeah.
with Cortev, checking the OmniNet and whatever else anybody else is doing.
Trying to think about what Uriah would do.
I think after running into the brick wall of like, okay, this is the only one for Miles on end. I think Cortev's just gonna be on like scouting duty, just making sure that people aren't coming in or cultist mech doesn't self-destruct in front of everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's a 23 to make the remote relay.
Okay. You set something up where, you could be a few miles away and still relay communication through the base.
The handheld like scope that like showed heat that
Mhm,
Ty
mhm.
picked up in a few missions ago. How far out does that go?
I don't know. It's like a really good pair of binoculars or something.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
Ty would probably, when it's nighttime, like just use that to see if she can see any heat moving in the forest.
You would definitely see like normal animals and stuff.
Yeah, but like anything bigger than, an animal or person shaped, or she'll just keep an eye out.
Okay.
Vika will at some point report to him and be like, hey,
Huh?
as a safeguard or something, is there any way for us to leave like if we haven't checked in within X amount of time, it sends this information out to those groups that you made?
Yeah, I could do that.
I mean, I don't know if it would help
Should be
blow
easy enough to
further
program.
lids off of it, but
Well, the thing is, if we die, that's different, right?
yeah.
Or are incarcerated or whatever happens.
Yeah.
I'm
Both
breaking
likely.
Jellicle out. I'm breaking Jellicle out the second I'm back in Union territory.
Oh, hell yeah. Of course we are.
It works for me.
All right. So you're going to set up something to send the information out.
In the event of my incarceration, like I think the way I want to trigger it is if I don't like ping my own personal systems after a certain amount of time, it'll just do that.
Okay. So you get blown up or locked up where you can't access your system, any of your
Right.
equipment.
Detects heart failure, just sends it out.
Well, that's a little dangerous
No.
because with him phasing in and out of reality, that could.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
They
It's
send
got
it's-
AFib. Don't.
Buddha.
It's just an arrhythmia, I promise.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. I think he would be out and about doing like stealth recon and stuff like that.
Okay.
Vika will try to find various non-MRE edibles to assist in the food situation. Like, sure, MREs are great, but have you tried these berries?
Jeez.
Or she'll-
Have you tried this deer that I killed with my bare hands?
Just comes back.
Literally,
Actually,
it's like, have
do
you
just
killed-
chase the deer towards the Baylor, and
It's like, have you tried this deer that I killed with my bare hands? See the bare hands.
I also killed the bear.
That's what I meant, like holding up two bare
It was a
hands.
2-step process.
It was a 2-for-1 special. Anyway, who wants bear claws?
I killed the bear with my human hands and then killed the deer with my bare hands. All right. So the next day, you receive a message. Another little pre-recorded thing.
It's from Jellicle.
No.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
cool.
This is from the general.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Mm.
Did we set up a code or something?
No. Right.
Okay.
Space NordVPN. Come on now, we know.
Well,
No,
no,
I mean, like, so we know the general's actually on our side.
Yeah.
I
it's
see.
We never
encrypted the same
communicated.
way that Jellico encrypted his.
Okay, we could
Maybe.
squinty eyes.
Squinty eyes.
It's her in civilian clothes, though.
Ooh, that's not
sitting
good.
in what looks like a coffee shop, in definitely a league city.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, she's clearly got her little comm thing down on the table in front of her.
hmm
FaceTiming us.
Kind of. I mean, it's pre-recorded, but
Space timing us.
This is like Space Cinnabon all over again.
Yes. Anyway,
Mm,
what does the general say?
uh, well, she doesn't say anything. You're just watching her drink her coffee, and she's like typing, and the messages are coming through.
I
So
see.
even if she was being observed by somebody in the room, they wouldn't be able to tell for
I
sure what she's doing.
am reading what
Mhm.
she's typing. If it is that close.
Yep.
She hopes that you received Jellicoe's message.
Mhm.
He has been arrested pending investigation. Yada yada yada. You may catch wind soon of her issuing a order for you to be restrained, brought back to base for
peeking
question
off to the side. I'd
for
like to see
question
a motherfucker try.
for for questioning, because technically you're still out in the field. As per the plan, Jellicoe is basically saying, he kind of sent you out there on the sly. Y'all were just following orders, didn't realize what was up. He had assured you that he had gotten the okay for this. So like nobody's being told to go out there guns blazing to try to take you.
Mhm.
But these orders will be for other squads to be on the lookout for you and let you know you're supposed to return.
It's less.
To base
It's less. They're
ASAP.
taking us back, kicking and screaming. It's more. Hey, they want you back at base, and then going about their business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're supposed to wait around. They're supposed to, ideally probably escort you back, but
Well, if they have other things to do, they have other things to do.
If you've managed, if you manage to extract any useful information, she sends you. What would it be? Basically, a non-union
Dropbox link.
Dropbox kind of thing. Yeah, somewhere you could send that information that isn't going to immediately come to Union's attention. She doesn't know if you've contacted any other allies you may have. Jellicoe seemed to think you had other resources you could call on.
Yep.
The war overall seems to be escalating.
Yeah.
Like it has been for a while now. As best you can, she wants you to focus on tracking. If the information you have gives you a solid lead on the cult, she wants you to pursue it. If they don't hear from you in a few days, she will have to issue. She lets you know she's been watched very closely. She'll have to issue a more formal warrant for your arrest, sort of thing. In which case, she will dispatch the
Mad Dog.
yeah the Mad Dogs and the Red Hands will be dispatched to carry out this warrant.
Bring you home.
In other words, we're getting sent reinforcements.
They've
Because we're in the field too long.
We do owe them. They do
she's
owe
like,
us a favor.
I've already read them into the complete situation. Which you knew Jellicoe was supposed to be talking to at least the Mad Dogs.
We love this silent era of like just her typing at a keyboard in a cafe, drinking a coffee. It's giving influencer. I love it good for her.
See, Grandma, you can stream too.
Grandma was a viner before before everything died.
Oh
Yeah.
God! For like a couple minutes there, I forgot all about Vine.
You're welcome.
What can I say?
You know, and there are breaks when like a waitress will walk up to her and she orders some kind of pastry.
Okay.
You know, from the outside, it probably looks like she's sitting there doing paperwork.
Mm. Just like a regular office worker.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Just imagine her screen recording like Word.
You know that
Notepad.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just streaming your notepad.
Let's go even more obscure. Open Office.
God.
Scrivener.
Libre.
Uriah,
MS
from
no.
like where he's at. How much trouble do you think I would get into if I just sent a single reply saying, "You got it, Grandma"?
Look, she might
I
have
just-
dispatched that warrant immediately, so let's not.
Well, this is a pre-recorded message, so she's not like currently sitting. She's probably not currently sitting in the coffee shop. She's probably recorded this while she was in the coffee shop and then sent it.
Let's not
although-
send anything to her.
As much as I think it would be funny, no.
There is. We could go even more old school. She's live streaming her actually writing a letter and mailing it to someone.
She's got a quill and ink.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, you say that, but the guy I work with actually has like a fountain pen that he writes with.
Some people
Yeah,
love those
I have a
things.
friend that actually makes them. So yeah, I know. So
We're old. Anyway,
I vote we continue to lay low.
yeah.
Sweet.
Well, the problem with laying low at this point is it may not be laying low if we have to use that thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all for it. I think the idea here should be getting this data decrypted as soon as we can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I think that's
She
the
did.
play.
I
And
mean, she sent the link, but I don't know if we want to send it over her link,
You know,
unless we decrypt it first and then send it.
I
but-
think it's best to decrypt it first, just in
Yeah.
case.
Let's see what
you
it
know.
is.
Yeah.
question 2. Looking at the map,
Mhm.
where is this base specifically located? I know we were close to the border, or at least where our last location was. The reason why I'm asking, because I'm actually trying to get an idea of that one island nation we get attacked at when we were on vacation is kind of the neutral block. I'm thinking of a possible fallback location, just in case.
Yeah, y'all are way, way south of that. This is whole
That's-
little inland sea that y'all are like on the south end of.
That's what I want to double check.
Yeah. I think
So
we're
yeah,
all
no
in
no
agreement.
running away to Sweden or Switzerland rather.
Amnesty.
one of those ones.
Amnesty.
And they'd grant it, probably.
Yeah.
Actually, for you
Oh.
guys specifically, they would because you helped save a city.
Yep.
Or at least a beach.
A lot of people owe us favors.
Yeah.
Really, we should start calling these in.
Actually,
Yeah, because one of the
speaking
options that
that
I had for backup was actually, should it come to it, but I was kind of saving this as the Pokeball for the grand finale, dropping the Bull of Heaven, because that was actually would be beneficial.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
you know, that is a friend and an ally you could call for. Oh.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or how did Jellicoe put it? Other resources.
Yeah.
If nothing else, putting a call out and being like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
I think getting him prepped for that would be a good idea if you wanted to
Mhm.
Yeah.
make that communication.
Could also lean on that one senator whose son we saved.
From
Was-
that was adventure
have-
number 1.
Have him start making some waves in the Senate of
Is
the
that
League.
base still? Does that
He
base still
was-
exist, or is that the one that got vaporized?
That's the one that got
That's
vaporized.
one that got vaporized.
Yeah,
but
that was one
the-
got vaporized, but he wasn't in there."
Yeah,
as far
yeah.
as we
That's
know.
Because we got him out.
Yeah,
That's true.
Everybody else was there.
yeah. We could lean on him.
Pat.
to start making some waves in the Senate to get some of that.
Damn it, Jason.
It's the Shannara that did this kind of overturned,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and we could tie them into the movements we've been starting up between
The
between the
anti-cult sentiment.
the anti-cult sentiments with the Matt Shannara and the League.
Yeah.
It's worth working on that while the NHPs are working on.
Probably gonna need
Yeah.
to turn on the generator to do that, though.
Mm.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
communication you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Bull of Heaven, do we need a satellite dish? I mean,
Well, that's the thing with the we probably will, just to be able to get the communication out there.
to the senator kid, maybe, but I don't think
How
the Bull of
does
Heaven.
how does the contact that I have with the Bull of Heaven work specifically? Because I know it's largely through, let's just say, non-Euclidean means.
It's more of online,
Okay,
over the souped up internet.
gotcha.
MSN Messenger.
Wow.
More like using an onion browser or something, probably.
You've
Yeah,
got
Tor.
mail.
Yeah, Tor. That's probably what.
IRC.
We're just full of the references today, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm taking psychic damage from like feeling my age here.
Things that make you go, why?
Things that make you
Yeah.
go, oh, my back.
That's
The bone
up
on
there.
bone grinding's getting
Uh,
worse.
Oh, my back hurts.
Ew.
What'd you do? Nothing.
I
got out of
sneezed.
bed. No sneezing. Number one taker outer of people over 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are currently. Yeah, it's always the interesting thing watching the internet turn to what it is. It's like a very disappointed parent.
All right.
So contacting the senator's son, contacting Bull of Heaven. Do we want to try to reach out to anyone else that we trust?
Well, the Mad Dogs and the Red Hand are coming to us, so it stands to reason that we just wait for them.
Yeah.
Well, now they don't.
Uh,
Nobody knows where you actually are.
Oh, good. Well, we have that to our advantage for a while then. And then,
Just another day, hopefully.
yeah, just kind of, I think the plan is use what we have for now. And then if we have to use when we have to use a generator, we'll use it.
Well, the
Kinda
base's
trying to-
batteries start running out the next day.
Yes. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like squeezing every little gigawatt hour.
And right now you've managed to get like pre-recorded stuff into you and out, through the interference.
Yep.
But if you're going to do a lot of like in real time communication with people, that's going to require a little more oomph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So which
Go ahead.
which of these efforts are y'all going to do first?
Bull of Heaven doesn't need the generator, does it?
No, him and Freddy can communicate. You
Yeah.
could fire the generators. He could just talk regular, or they could be firing messages, text messages back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
They have
That's kinda
worked
what-
out a series of codes to verify themselves.
Yeah, I'll be sending that communique. Essentially, let him know that. I would probably say almost like set up a beacon, more or less, to my location. To essentially, when needed, just let him know to be on standby, so he can sort of bamf in when needed.
All right. How much information do you give him? I mean, what exactly is it you're telling him about this situation?
I would actually tell him that we got information on Ninurta, at least the cult's activities.
Because he was the one that gave you that location that y'all checked out.
Yeah.
So, you know, he did already know kind of what y'all were planning to do.
And in the process of this, we are still currently... I'll let our situation with Union is tentative. But right now we are currently in hiding, attempting to actually access the data.
Okay. You get back from him that, yeah, he's pretty sure the cult is, or Ninurta himself is manipulating both governments.
Okay, so
There has
that-
been some pressure on the Shinar side for the military to bring, you know, basically to bring me in for questioning. You know, luckily none of them know who I am, so. And whether or not the rank and file Lancers would even be willing to, is a little up in the air.
I'm a ghost story.
He's the boogeyman.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
You know,
I mean,
and
if
when
it
he
works.
directly clearly interferes in the war, he's usually been on the Shinar side more than, you know, the League. I mean, he is Shinar.
Mhm.
His thing is just trying to, you know, he's just been trying to cut out the root cause of this conflict.
Yep.
But, uh, but, if you have any trouble with the encryption, he has resources that could possibly help with the encryption. You know, we couldn't do it via this mode of communication, though. He might be able to arrange some kind of extraction. He's never tried moving. Well, really, more than you know, more than himself when he's piloting the Bull of Heaven.
That would be an option, because I actually let him know essentially what we believe if we ever, once we actually start the process of finally breaking into the files, we're almost certainly going to draw attention.
Yeah, that would be a lot. If you're hiding somewhere, there's going to be a lot of information suddenly going and coming. He does ask you if you have the equipment necessary.
Given where our location, yes.
I forget. Did you give him your location?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right, so he doesn't know you're in a communication facility. So he's asking if you've got the resource, or got the.
We have the resources to access it. Yes.
Okay. But you let him know that you're concerned that when you start using those resources, though, it's going to be like you're waving a flag.
Yeah. Which is why your abstraction idea is an option that I want to look into. Because we may need it.
Okay. He'd have to know your exact location to arrange that.
Yeah.
He doesn't just pop in and out of reality willy-nilly.
Understandable. One thing I will do is run this by the other members of my team to see if this is an avenue they want to pursue as well.
Of course. There's no rush on his end. I mean, obviously, if the cult knows you've extracted this information, they're going to be looking for you, so time is a factor, but
Yeah.
And if you do wind up, need him for extraction, at least it'll be nice to meet you all in person.
Glad to hear.
All right. I think some of the rest of y'all
Anyone
had
else?
ideals too.
Just while stuff's going on, Vika is going to try and fortify around the base. Pull up trees, sharpen them into, pikes, and stab them into the ground. Just make the terrain around the area a little bit more difficult.
Okay, yeah. You don't know how much, spike trees are really going to affect a mech, but
Yeah, but maybe, if nothing else, slow some folks down.
definitely make it less friendly looking.
Yeah. If nothing else, buy us time.
I think you're right. Mostly is going to be waiting to see if we do turn on the generator and then start working on trying to crack the encryption.
Okay.
I'm gonna have. I'm going to litter this place with drones as much as my ammunition will allow me.
You get a
Ty's
drone.
gonna be
You get a
Ty's
drone.
gonna be finishing up any repairs on people's mechs just with what she can.
Making sure everything's tip top shape.
Yeah.
If you want to get me up to full, you can certainly do that if you want. I'm not saying no to that.
I mean, I have the repair.
I don't know how many repairs. I have missing 2 structure.
How much repairs do you have as a whole
12.
that you got left?
No, I have 8 left
Okay.
according
I
to
mean,
Top
how
Gun.
much the group as a whole had left?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I have 8.
1.
Oh,
Me, I had 7. Because,
Yeah, you haven't used.
so that's
yeah.
So we have 16 total.
Yep.
And it takes 2. It takes 2 to repair 1 structure.
Or 1 stress, yeah.
Well, with Whip still being an Everest, it only takes 1 structure, 1 repair to.
Yeah. But for everybody
Just-
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if y'all want to donate, it takes 6 to get me back up to full to repair my structure and reactor.
If I get 3, I'll be good, and then that'll be all my repairs as well.
I am comfortable giving up to 4. That leaves me 4 to revive a mech if we have another one go down.
Oh, what's the chances of
If
that?
not, yeah, okay. If we don't use any of mine, I can revive 2 mechs.
Yeah.
But
I only need 3 repairs to get me back up past into my structures.
Okay.
Because I have 1 left over as well.
I'll give you 3.
Okay.
I'll toss one of mine into the pool. I just want to at least keep 1.
And I'll toss the extra 1. So I'll go down to 4 repairs and give Uriah, Vika, and Ties.
Oh, I'm good. I have no.
No,
I'm
I know.
tossing
I'm
it in.
saying you're tossing
Oh.
1 in. I'm tossing the
Yeah.
other one in to get Uriah up
So
another.
If I use those 2, then I could be at structure 3, stress 3,
There you go.
which is still damaged, but better off.
Yeah.
Okay. I am good to go.
All right.
Is
Yeah.
there any way to mask the generator? Like mask the background electrical noise, the communication noise.
This
Make it
one was
just
this one
look-
was built to be as unnoticeable as possible. You don't
Mhm.
really have the resources on hand to do much else.
Okay. Vika will just continue to. She'll let Aset continue to work on cracking stuff, and
Okay.
she'll be out
Uh,
stacking rocks and sharpening sticks.
so, like I said, during this part of the day, the base's battery runs out.
We firing up.
Might as well.
I'll go over the generator and make sure make sure it actually is still workable. Because
It is. I mean, you do a little tuning up before you turn it on. You're quite certain it wasn't going to explode or anything if you just walked up and hit the on switch, but you do a little tuning up.
Vika's gonna be outside the perimeter walls when the generator turns up.
Oh yeah, ditto. Be like over here somewhere.
Yeah, just as a extra level of paranoia.
All right, generator fires up. the base lights back up. The communication dishes straighten up and unfurl. They don't start broadcasting or anything like that.
Mhm.
It's just with the generator fully going, the base essentially turns itself back on and is in like a
Standby.
standby
Reboot
mode,
mode.
a ready mode.
Yeah. Well, y'all want me to get started on this thing?
Send out a message to the senator's son.
I was gonna start cracking that code.
Yeah. In the communication facility, yeah, each of you could be on a different computer doing something, sending out missiles and this, that, and the other.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Uriah will work on starting to unravel the encryption.
okay. So who's gonna call up Justin Focus?
Vika will leave the Baylor out of the wall until it's set to, for the just until she's done communicating, keep watch, and she'll work on calling up Justin.
Oh yeah, didn't he have a crush on Mika?
I don't think so.
I think he did.
If anyone, it might have been Tiana, because Tiana had the mech that could carry him back.
Yeah, he was riding behind Tiana the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't remember who it was.
I think he was impressed with Vika's, physique. Just from the
She
standpoint
is-
of military.
Mhm.
I just felt bad that he couldn't do anything.
Mm-mm-mm.
I was like, here, have this gun.
And this gun I found.
Oh yeah, it may have been Vika that gave him the gun though.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have any real problems getting in touch with him. You don't really have like his personal number, but it's not hard to find a number to his father's estate. And once they identify who you are, they tell him he's happy to take the call.
Oh, we're gonna keep this. How you doing? How you been? We haven't talked in a while.
No, not since I got home. He's heard some stuff about where y'all how y'all are doing.
Yeah, which is why I'm gonna follow that up with we never spoke.
I understand.
This conversation doesn't happen. But yeah. So we may need to get some favor politically. We've
Wow.
run across some information that we're still decoding, but it could be cause some interesting turns in the war.
You haven't done a lot of politicking, have you?
No, I have not.
People usually-
Most of my talking is done with my fists, and I don't have time to learn how to be charismatic.
He's like, people usually beat around the bush a lot more. Frankly, I find the straightforward approach refreshing.
And honestly, I don't want to be on the phone that long because we've got a lot to do.
I understand. What do you need from me?
What did we need from him?
Christ almighty.
Hey.
Basically, to start levying
Yeah.
pressure. Now that, with the Bull of Heaven's info that, basically there's agents of the cult in both governments keeping the war going.
Just imagine your eyes probably like over her shoulder saying that while decoding.
Yeah, he probably is saying that out of view.
Okay.
Emotions, pretty much that.
Father had
Yeah.
noticed a lot of unusual, a lot of senators coming out unusually strongly against this whole ideal of the cult, despite the fact that we have evidence of its existence, the fact that they were trying to kill me.
He chimes in, by the way, do you want the proof that they're the ones that started the war in the first place?
Well, that had already gotten released, hadn't it, out to Kortev and
Didn't
who
the
was it that made the other organization?
Parabolic
Was that
guy?
Uriah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we release like the physical proof of the guy who, admitted to it. as being the one that set off the bomb that
Ah.
started the whole war in the first place.
Yeah, he'd taken any
Did we?
information you sent him.
Cool.
Oh,
See, I don't
are
think
you guys
we sent
aware that
that.
there's a warrant out for your arrest now?
Yeah, that
Awesome.
doesn't
How much are they? Is it a warrant or a bounty? How much are we worth?
Just a warrant.
Damn.
And the league has been, asked to help with it if it comes up, but that's a union matter. We're not required to. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
required to report that you called, kind of thing.
I prefer you didn't,
Oh,
as a
cool.
professional courtesy.
Yeah.
But anyway, clearly what you're really needing is my father to do something. So you want him to try to push back and try to get them focused on the cult again.
That'd be great.
Well-
This information you're decrypting. If it turns out to be anything useful, can you send it along to me? Anything that would help my help father.
Uriah just looks at Mika as Mika looks at Uriah, and he just.
We don't even know what's in it yet, so I mean,
You just Ty walks by and her NHPs are like working on laptops, and she's like, "We're working on that." And just keeps going.
once we have some more information on it, we can see about that. But we're trying to keep communications to a minimum, at least as far as data transmittal, especially this.
We think it's really important because it was hidden in a vault inside of a resort town that had been recently abandoned, neck deep into Shinar territory. So,
If they went to that kind of trouble to hide something, it's probably important.
yeah.
We just don't. You just don't know. He's like, you don't know. You're just not aware yet as to how important or exactly what it's concerning.
I mean, it could just be a really nostalgic cookbook or something, for all we know. But
Cultists gotta eat.
Me actually thinking about this. He like rolls into view and goes, by the way, could you, if you have any contacts that can, would you see about anyone who might have had family members or worked with any of the old NHP research from your all's previous wars with Shinar? Because a lot of the info I've been digging up, their god is probably an old NHP or one that's been modified from the first war. And apparently y'all had contact with the cult at some point, and then Shinar had contact with the cult at some point. Y'all had a research center that experimented on them in response to, Shinar researching on them, and both blew up apparently, so. And then
I'll relay all that again. Yeah, I'll relay all that to Father.
And I have a gremlin. 1 second.
if you think it's going to get you in trouble or get your father into deeper trouble, we understand. We don't want any of that. We've had too much of that. But any help you can give us, that would be amazing.
Well, he'll run it past his father, and his father can kind of decide if there's any risk to it or not.
Fantastic.
He's been concerned with some of the other senators just acting odd. Sudden changes like this focus on ignoring basically the cult. So this will probably be something he'd want to investigate.
Okay. Yeah, we'll.
And he gives you a place that you can, if you find the information and you think it'd be useful, he sends you somewhere that you can safely send it. It's very secure, but it's also like, not official government in case, infiltrated.
Yeah.
And obviously not union.
Obviously. She'll have the others make sure that is actually a secure, drop location before sending the stuff onward.
Yeah. And you got to get the stuff decrypted first anyway. So.
Oh yeah. Well, the initial part we can send over the guy in the crater.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. So yeah, and all of that checks out, so that's no problem. So you can get that sent off in a few minutes.
She'll let him know that she's sending it over, and then probably cut communication politely.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Cortez
she will
wasn't doing
assist.
anything with the communications.
No, Cortev is setting up a minefield outside.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. All right,
And
give me a roll. See how you do decrypting.
Okay. Yeah, the child wanted to say goodnight.
Okay.
So
Vika will
question.
assist.
That also helps. But Uriah is intimately familiar with the encryption that the cult uses. Because of all the stuff he's had to dig through to figure out how their nanites work to control things. Would I also get a second accuracy?
No. This seems to be worlds more advanced than anything you run across from them before.
No, fair enough. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because he's very familiar with their encryption.
And this is, of course, a difficult roll.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Get any more of those 10s?
I got a 25.
That'll work.
So that's
Don't
pretty
need
good. So you get to work on it. The NHPs are helping you. Vika's helping you. You're accessing, off-site stuff via the communications. Those Union resources. And it's still taking hours. You're cracking through it. You realize that the encryption is. The files are working against you. It's almost like they're a program themselves.
Yeah. There's one thing I want to do after we're done with this too.
So you'll beat one layer, and then it's almost like the security is resetting itself. It's designed to be not just hard to get through, but very time taking.
He'll have Sobek working in tandem with him, to where when he gets through one, Sobek rips the data. So when it resets, he's working on the other one, and Sobek's waiting to just snag that. Basically, he's basically fish hooking the data out when Uriah gets through the security.
So you're getting bits and pieces, but you'll have to have most of it before you can really start putting it together into something coherent.
Yeah.
But you're making good progress. It's going to take a couple of hours. It's a lot of info. It's a rough job, time-consuming job getting through the security. Let's see. Is anybody?
At some point, Vika will switch off with Tiana and go back outside.
All right. The NHPs or anybody outside the base or outside the fort would be the first ones to notice it.
Yeah.
Hate that.
They detect a spike in paracausal energy.
They're teleporting in.
Homies are here. And by homies, I mean not homies.
Am I still decrypting?
You are, but you've got it set up. You've basically got it set up at this point with kind of an automated system.
Well, I will say what I can do is, because I'm high enough in Technophile, I can have Sobek operating independently. So I can still be working and trying to do stuff with the comm systems while Sobek is actually fighting.
That is acceptable.
Ty is going to be in her mech, and she's leaving all three of her NHPs with them to keep assisting them. So she is.
Can Athena leave the?
Athena is the only one that can't leave. So, but she basically tells Athena that if you need OmniNet access, to give it to you no matter what you need while she's fighting.
Aset will be left as well. The man who hates NHP is now surrounded by NHPs.
Yeah.
But Tiana
Character
will be checking
progression.
Athena's search history afterwards to make sure you didn't look up anything weird.
Mhm.
How to hide bodies.
That would not be particularly weird for this group.
No,
it
no,
really
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Cradle game, God of War series.
Jeez.
All right, so if you observe the map, enemies may deploy anywhere along the border.
No.
So they
Hate
are
that
not all
for
appearing
us.
in one big gloop.
Mhm.
This is effectively a modified version of a. Oh shoot! I blanked on the what type.
Modified
What's the-
Keep away.
extraction.
No.
Base guard. Tower guard.
Base defense.
Control.
Yeah.
Just you only got the one control zone. So let me tell you all the ways you can lose this.
Of course.
Oh boy.
Immediately activate core power.
There we are. Encounter information.
I will have also activated my core power as soon as the paracosmal spike happens.
Yeah, control mission. That was the term I was looking for.
Yep.
So you have 4 rounds. You are scored based on how many of you are in the control zone, or not, excuse me, not how many of you are in the control zone. You lose points for every enemy that's in the control zone. So highest, and the enemy gets those points. Highest score at the end of 4 rounds. But also, if they destroy both radar dishes, you lose access to, the wider world and the resources you're using to crack the codes or crack the data.
Okay.
So you need to keep those 2 things functioning.
Fun.
Right.
If the generator is destroyed during or before round 2, then you don't have the power to continue going. If it gets taken out in round 3 or sometime during round 4, the base has got enough battery built up for y'all to finish what you're doing. All 3 of those items, the generator and both communication
Satellite dishes.
they've got an armor. They've got an armor of 1 and a the basic evade of like an 8. So they're not hard to hit. But they've got an armor of 1 and they've got 15 health or hull.
Question.
Yes.
For effects, would the generator and satellite dishes count as allied characters?
I'll allow that, yes.
Okay.
They can also be repaired using your, using your repairs. And just to keep things a little bit fair. Just a little bit fair. Basically, no enemy will target any of those 3 if somebody has shot them this round. If you're engaging them, they're going to take out hostile targets first.
Gotcha.
But if they're unengaged,
They'll fire at will.
yeah, then they happily fire at the equipment.
Follow-up question. Since she was trying to make difficult terrain, where would that be? She was pretty much trying to encircle the area with pointy sticks and big rocks and holes.
I'm definitely having Athena use a drone or use a scan.
I tell you what, Sarah, pick 10 hexes anywhere around the base, or really just anywhere on the map, I guess, and just draw little X's in them, and we'll know that's where you put up the little palisades,
difficult terrain.
Those little anti-tank, king-size jacks they used to put out during World War II.
Caltrops?
King traps.
They're literally called tank traps.
Okay.
I know Deck had said something about putting mines out. Do you want
Not
them to do the
literally
same?
mines.
Oh, okay.
I have my.
He's putting
I have-
out drones that have area effect type
Okay.
stuff going on.
Yep, yep.
Cool.
Jason, the auras are more for you to see anyway. Ty's putting the Lotus projector bottom right and Athena's burst bottom left.
Okay.
So if they walk in there, I know they're basically their stats, their systems, their weapons. They can't be hidden, etc.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see. You two were outside. We're already outside the base, so y'all can be where y'all were.
Yep.
Everybody else is. Everybody else's mechs were inside the base, and y'all were basically, getting
Where's
prepped.
the comm area at?
That is over.
Like
Those
the comm
two.
center.
Yeah, the
where I'm
comm
working,
center where y'all will be
basically.
working will be right here.
So I'm here then.
Yes.
Okay. So me, the pilot, is here. Sobek in 1,000 Bitter Tears is out. He will be doing combat with a mech.
Very good then.
Also, as a point of order, I will be connected to the system with my subjectivity sync. So I will be doing that mentally. But I also have my my rifle, so I will be like shooting out the window, basically, as a pilot.
Okay.
Tink, tink.
So basically,
Not gonna do much.
Well, against
you
like
say
if we
that.
have
Well, there's no window pointing outside. The outside wall of that building is part of the wall of the
Yeah.
fort. So if somebody
if
gets inside, you can lean out and shoot at them.
That's basically what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last line of defense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, absolutely.
And that rifle he got, like if I crit with it, I'm doing 16 damage to a mech. So
Well, okay then. Alright. King Trops are down.
I have my drones about as good as they're getting. I have put their hit points.
did you really
in,
say King Trops?
Yes,
I hate you.
as you should.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep my 4 here with me. That's fine.
Vika seeing everyone line up. I'm about to make a name for myself.
Oh, hey, look, a kaiju battle.
All right. So the bulk of the forces are coming in from the north, but you do have a couple of people coming in almost like they're trying to flank down there in the corners.
Yeah.
I'll go play with the folks up north.
So this is the beginning of round 1. Who would like to go first?
We'll say also as a point of order for mostly you, Sarah. Sobek in the Atlas is on your shoulder.
Okay.
I'll go north and start playing with folks unless someone else wants to do anything.
one thing that I would like to do.
Yep.
Part of the reason why I pushed whip here, I'm going to plant down. I'm going to activate my shield, which will provide cover, but essentially also give a
Yeah.
Okay.
to both these two, and gives me the option to basically give these resistance if it comes to it.
So that's
Oh.
before battle.
This.
Well, no,
this-
it'd be
I'd
the
have-
first round. It'd be the first round.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just double checking.
yeah.
Oh.
That's why I was wanted to make sure that was the plan for everybody before
Yeah, you're good.
we started that. All right, let me get into active mode.
Yeah, that works for
Thank you.
me. I said I don't know if you want me to be doing any roles as the pilot while I'm in there doing like comm stuff, like trying to crack things. Basically, he's trying to
Why
because
is
he
it
knows he can do an automated just to automate it, but he wants to try to speed it up.
No, we won't be doing
Okay.
any of the pilot hacking roles while you're in combat.
Okay. So I'll say that's just what he's doing, but if something gets into the base, then he will start firing.
Okay,
on
critical,
the off chance.
Steady aim.
So I'll mostly be playing as Sobek.
Mhm.
Considering I'm Technophile 3 with him.
That's not what I needed. Where is...
All right, so you drop.
my list is enormous. Give me a second. There it is. Activate pattern support shield. And I'm going to... I'm going to expend a bit of my ammunition, one of my ammo cases. Again, give my an arcing so I can shoot over this, unless because it is a line shot.
Well, if it's a line, if you're firing a line, that's going to go through the building you're firing through.
Which is why I'm expending the ammo to make it an arcing shot.
Okay, then it's not a line; it's arcing.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not
Oh,
firing.
I got you. You're
the line.
changing it from a line to arcing. Got you.
Correct.
All right. So who are you attacking?
I'm going to attack the blue guy.
All right. Let's see.
Blue kaiju guy or blue mech guy?
Blue kaiju.
Oh, okay, that is different from who I anticipated you attacking.
All right.
Because the kaiju can get in and probably start doing a lot of ripping damage, and I'd rather it not do that.
And unlike the previous ones you've seen, these two have large spines all over them.
Sick.
Like, I know Uriah did research on them. This would not be a species you're familiar with. The overall body plan is the same as, the other varieties you've seen, except for like all these extra spines. And maybe they're a little beefier.
It's almost like kaiju is evolving into...
I gotta find the biophagus in charge of this.
Also, that's a 24 to hit it, by the way.
All right. That does indeed hit its evade.
You were waiting for that reaction, weren't you?
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. How much damage did you do, Patrick?
Okay. Well, this... And for me, that's going to be twofold. 1 second. That's... Because for some odd reason, it did not auto-calculate my oversized caliber with this round, too, so... So that's what the 3 is for, so that is 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anything weird or hinky about it?
Yes,
Call them up.
because since I activated my protocol for this, I can actually, one of my talents, with Marksman, on a critical, I can add an additional effect as well. This guy I shoot him also in an arcing shot in the leg, so he is now immobilized for this turn.
Immobilized. All right.
Very good.
All right. He says a total of 13. He's got armor.
Yeah. That is armor piercing, and also it has the paracausal
When I ask
mod,
you if
so...
there's anything hinky about the damage, this is what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm sorry. It is. He can't get resistance from it. It's paracausal mods mounted on it, so...
I knew one of your weapons was like that. I can never remember which one.
It was usually on my DMR, because the railgun's armor piercing, but I kept running into that. I do obscene damage with my railgun. It's got resistance.
Yeah.
All right. So it took damage. A lot of damage. But it's still up.
It sure did.
All right. Anything else?
That, I believe, is all I've got.
All right.
Oh, we need to spend my ammo.
I think I'm going to start with the witch. Let's see, where's the movement? There we go.
I almost did a black witch, white witch combo.
You were considering it.
Yeah, the magnetic stuff that Black Witch gets is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I almost
All right.
did a Swallowtail invisibility build and then ended up still going Swallowtail at the end for something else, but
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the Black Witch is going to use its Petrify.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
You can do this to any target within sensors. Vika is within sensors. This is an ability that requires a recharge, so she won't be able to use it just, constantly.
Willingly.
All right, Vika, what is your E-defense?
A 13.
Okay. Let's see. It has a +6 on it.
Hate that.
Is Sobek gonna have to go delete a caster?
So that is a 19.
I think that hits.
All right. The witch makes a tech attack against a character within sensors. On a success, the target becomes slowed. On their next turn, they also become immobilized. On their following turn, they also become stunned.
Is that something that can be cleared or no?
All conditions end at the end of that turn.
I have to wait the turn to do it. Okay. So what was
Question.
the order again?
The target becomes slowed this round. It's
Slowed,
slowed,
immobilized.
stunned.
Stunned.
And then after the round after that, everything goes away and you're back to normal.
Oh, so it stacks?
You're slowed. The slow goes, and then you're immobilized, and then you're
Yeah,
stunned.
you're
Well, no,
slowed,
like-
and then you also become immobilized.
Okay,
and then
that's
you
what I was
also
asking.
become stunned.
Yep.
Yeehaw, okay.
Question.
Yes.
Does that tech go away if that thing dies?
It doesn't say anything about that.
Kill it anyway.
All right, so that was a full tech action. However, the witch also has an ability, or an ability, I guess, an effect, whatever, called Spread Suffering.
Uh-huh.
Once a round, when the witch uses the quick tech or full tech, they can repeat the option they chose as a free action targeting any character adjacent to the primary target.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You're very
So,
adjacent
what
to
is
that.
Sobek's E-defense?
He gets hit. I can go ahead and tell you that right now. Its bonus is equal to its E-defense. So you don't even need to roll. I can tell you that.
An 18. I just wanted to roll.
I'm sure you did.
All right, then just like Vika, slowed, immobilized next turn, stun the turn after that.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't feel like overheating herself to do anything else. I think she's done quite enough.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the end of the witch's turn. Back to the workshop. Who'd like to go?
Probably someone who's going to be like immobilized and or stunned next turn.
I mean, I could go delete the witch if you want me to.
I
Go
can
for
get up there and turn. Well, okay.
Whichever one he wants to.
Go.
Up to you. Do
Go.
you want to go or not?
Go.
Fine. So as a protocol, Sobek will activate the cockpit integrated stim pump. Deca, could you roll me 2d6, please?
Oh boy.
And tell me what the individual numbers are.
Yep. 4 and a 3.
4 and a 3?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Question.
Well, let's finish his turn.
So as a protocol, I expend 1 charge, and I am going to activate Agitron and Nerve Boosters. So with Agitron, you become impaired but gain immunity to Shredded. I'm immune to Impaired already, so I'm immune to Impaired and Shredded. Sobek's melee attacks now gain knockback 1 and deal +2 damage. And with nerve boosters, I become shredded, but I'm immune to shredded, and I'm now immune to slowed. So I end the effect on me, basically. You gain 1 speed and ignore engagement to your movements. Do not trigger reactions. So Sobek has done that. Now he's going to activate his core system as a quick action, which now bumps my movement up to 10.
Christ.
Yeah. And so now, hello, he's in the Witch's Square.
And my question was, is Sobek doing the drugs, or is that just how the effect of the actual stem pump works?
As a protocol, you may expend a charge to pick any number of the following stems and apply their effects. Roll 1d6 for each stem chosen. If any 2 dice show the same result, you immediately become stunned until the end of your current turn instead of applying the
Okay.
effects. All effects from the system last until the start of your next turn.
I'm guessing
Okay,
it juices the frame, not the
Yeah, I think
person.
it's just, yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
almost got double trees.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad you did not. Trust me. Okay, so wee. And I'm going to skirmish with Torch. Why not?
Okay.
Okay, with an accuracy gets me to an even 20.
All right, that is a hit.
Cool. So attack, hit, and now for the fun. Roll off.
Oh, goody. All right, I forget what am I rolling?
Roll hull or agility, your choice.
We'll go with agility.
Mhm.
19.
23,
Okay. Take 2 points. Do it again.
22.
23.
I will take 2, do it again. 20.
20. What happens on a tie?
It ends
Oh, okay.
just immediately. So we both took 2 damage, and no extra damage is dealt. However, because of Agitron, you do take 5 energy damage and 5 burn, and also knocked back 1 space.
All right.
I assume not dead.
No.
Okay. So I'll just confirm the damage. I will say use Fatal Clash reaction. Take that off. I forgot I could do that, but it's a thing. I could have re-rolled my roll because of my Enlightenment class in HP, but another round. And for the remainder of his movement, hopping on top of this guy.
Okay. Let me see. All right.
That is everything.
I think it may be.
You know what? Because his core power is active, I will overcharge.
Okay.
So go up 1 heat. And hide.
All right. So you are hiding in its X.
Can't see me. Can't see me. Up.
Those big spiky things, they're great to hide around.
Well, his core power is also active, so he's just like has faded.
He's just doing that thing where he's like following the movements of the mech. So if the arm moves, he moves the arm, and he's standing behind him. It's just like a shadow,
More or less. But that is my turn.
All right, then we're gonna let the other kaiju go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Kaiju fight. Kaiju fight.
And it will attack with its claws.
Go for it.
23.
Yep.
All right, it regularly does 8, so that's a 16 when damage with the
Mm-hmm.
crit. I think that's it for him this turn. Back to the workshop. Who
I'm
wants
gonna
to go?
go move somewhere
Go for it.
more advantageous before I'm completely immobilized.
Go for it.
Just because I don't do it often. What is the rule for like grapple and drag?
It's a attack roll, and then if you succeed, then you move.
Okay, and even with synthetic muscle netting.
Yeah, because you count as one size larger than it, so it
Okay.
can't escape from the grapple. Since you're the same size.
Cool. Activating core power.
Okay.
Scouring Swarm does 4 kinetic.
Angry water.
This is that McDonald's Sprite.
Yeah.
Beware.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beware of the blob.
Going to attack to grapple the kaiju in front of me.
Okay.
grab it around the throat, just like you're coming with me.
Look what you did.
Like
The
putting its
kaiju
nose
is
in a turd.
the kaiju is French shaped, so give it a hug.
23.
That's going to be a hit.
You're coming with me.
Come with
moves-
me and you'll see.
5 up here.
Okay.
She'll just say like drag that guy like along. Yeah, as long as he's within threat range, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. Scouring Swarm is doing 4 kinetic,
All right.
and I've written out a flow sheet.
Is it
To
armor piercing or
everything-
anything?
No, it's just kinetic.
Okay. You said it was 4.
Is it to every?
Yes, everything within threat range, which for me is 2 because House Guard.
Oh, so that's everything.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, because this guy has spines,
I don't mind.
Spines.
it will deal 2 damage to you.
That's fine.
It's 2 AP kinetic.
That's fine.
You don't have armor anyway. It's fine.
This is fine.
I exist for pain.
And let's see. Ferrofluid Lance.
And you're
Go ahead.
doing damage to everybody adjacent to you?
Everyone within 2 threat of me. So everyone around.
But not friendly.
Because of correct. It's a adjacent.
That you choose.
Yes. Thank you.
Gotcha. And the witch.
Taking a swing with a ferrofluid lance at the witch.
Okay.
Have 1 accuracy because first attack of the round. $21.
Oh, that's gonna be a hit.
And because we do max damage because of brutal, we are doing 6. What is it? Kinetic.
Okay.
Just because she's already so far off the map, I'm not going to knock her back. Well, no, I take that back because I have 2 threat range. I'm going to knock her back by 1, but then I need a haul check from her, please.
I love how
Let's
we're
see
just
what she
specifically
lives.
like, get off the map, get off the map, get off the
Go
map.
away, go away, go away.
Go away.
SSC.
Go back home.
Like a spritz bottle.
Yeah.
Go back home. Go back where you came from.
Go back far where you came
Put
from.
that thing back where you. Sorry, I'm not gonna get us like DreamWorks copyrighted there, but that's what I thought of.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too.
So I'm not gonna bother with the hull checks and stuff because she dead.
Okay, fantastic. But because I got a critical with a heavy or super heavy weapon, additional 3 kinetic damage, everyone around, all characters and objects of my choice within
Jesus
threat.
Christ, that's brutal. I love it.
So we have a
I think that's
tank.
the brutal talent.
That's Executioner.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. Hang on. So you said how much?
3 kinetic to everyone around me.
All right. That kills the first
Kaiju.
kaiju.
Fantastic.
Its spines give you another 2 damage though.
That's fine.
Yippee-ki-yay.
The other
We ball.
one.
In death, I poke.
Mm-hmm.
I named the kaijus Pokemon over here.
Oh, good God.
I love it.
I want
I
to
love it.
No.
I hate it. I
I'm
hate
sorry.
it here.
I'm sorry. How much damage was that again?
3 kinetic to everyone
3
within
kinetic.
threat.
Okay. You also take 2 from that guy then.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna heal all this up at the end of your turn, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, not all of it, but a good amount.
Fair.
Enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
She is a tank.
And looking at the remainder here between the kaiju and Lone Bob Steve over here, which one looks worse?
Well, the kaiju has taken damage.
Mm-hmm.
This
So's
fellow
Lone
over
Bob
here
Steve.
has not.
He should have. He's within my threat range. He's within 2
Oh,
range.
I forgot your threat range was 2. I apologize.
I think
No,
he's
you're
taken,
good.
like 6 from all of her stuff.
3 kinetic from that.
No, sorry, 7.
4 from Hive Frenzy. I think
When
that's
just
all.
So it took
existing next to
an attack
Baylor
of 3
is
and it took an attack of 4.
Yeah, it took 7 kinetic damage total. 3 and 4 if he has armor. To
He
account.
does. He has 4 armor, so none of that got through.
Okay,
He is undamaged.
that's fantastic.
The kaiju is damaged.
Cool. Well, if she sees he's not taking damage, she is just gonna take a swing at him because she gets a free attack from Executioner 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna screenshot it just so you don't think I'm bullshitting you.
I trust you.
23.
Within reason.
I love it. I trust you within reason. 23?
That's a crit.
All of us is a DM. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That only does half damage, so let me roll a hit. It doesn't get through his armor, but I will need a haul check from him.
Okay.
Well, no, actually, because it. Okay. Question.
But actually,
Well, because I have 2 conflicting things. Executioner 1 says the attack deals half damage if successful, but Brutal says whenever I roll 20 for any attack, it does the maximum damage possible and bonus damage.
I guess apply
So
whichever one of those you want.
I'll take maximum damage, so I'll do 6 damage to him. And his hull check I will need.
All right. All right. So you did one
Yeah.
attack that was 6 total damage.
Correct.
All right,
So if he
some of
has
that
4,
gets
2
through.
would have got through.
And then a hull check. What is your save?
My save is 15.
All right. He rolled single digits on the die, so he only got an 11.
Fantastic. He is immobilized and cannot be moved in any way. Neither me nor him.
All right.
So you got a head start on your round 2 condition.
And I think that's all I could do since I am slowed. Well, no, slowed is just I can only do my standard move. But I did attack that guy and then did an attack up here.
Mhm.
So that would be okay. Yeah. I regenerate half my health, and that's my turn.
Have you done enough now?
That was quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot.
That's what I do.
I respect it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The thumbs up of approval.
Was the other kaiju knocked out? The blue one?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I
you
do
said
need to.
that-
I
yeah,
do
that
need to
one died.
remove him. Or
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
actually, there's really no point not to just delete him. I guess he didn't burst into flames or anything.
So did both kaiju die?
No.
Nope,
Just
just the
the-
one.
Just the one that I shot.
Gotcha.
All right. So next up is the pyro. He's immobilized. It's a shame he wasn't planning on going anywhere anyway.
That's fine.
Mhm.
That stands.
He is going to
I do
No.
have soft cover, just so you know.
barrage.
I also have soft cover.
Yep. Actually, you might have hard.
Technically both, because I automatically just blank have soft cover against everything while my core power is active.
Same.
I am also hidden. So
All right. His first attack is going to be his napalm bomb.
mhm.
That is on Vika. Then you said you had soft cover.
It's
Mhm.
water versus fire.
Mhm.
It sure is.
Very angry water.
The fire ain't real happy
Roly.
itself. All right.
Angie water.
Unfortunately, he rolled pathetic, so it's only a 9. So that does not hit you.
9 does not hit, no.
Then he will use his flamethrower. It is an area cone.
Mhm.
He is going to fire it in such a way that it covers just his top line and then the stuff off the map. He's smart enough not to try to set his own kaiju on fire.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, yeah. So it's just hitting Vika at that point.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's 5 long. It's going to be hitting Uriah potentially too.
But
Mhm.
It's an area.
It's an area effect. It's not. It's
Okay.
not that he's aiming it at Uriah. It's
Understood.
oh, okay.
Mhm.
Set fire to that general location.
Set
Yeah.
fire to
Well,
the
no,
rain.
this I'm saying is that this could get hilarious depending on what happens. Don't worry.
all right. So first attack roll on Vika.
Still soft cover, if that applies.
All right. So that 19 becomes a 17 plus 3. Does a 20 hit you?
Yep.
So that would be 5 burn damage. That becomes 10 burn damage.
Okay.
Well, burn actually goes up to a max of like 6, I think.
Oh, you may be right. There may be a max out on burn. Let me double check and see.
Yeah, the burn caps at a certain point. I don't remember what it is exactly, but
Alright,
I
let
know it's
me-
not as high as 10.
Let me look that up.
Because I remember you used that on me when I chucked a metric shed load of burn on something.
Yeah, let's see. Do-do-do-do-do.
It's an engineering roll at the end to clear it,
Yeah,
or at the end of my following turn.
Alright.
I want to say it was 6. Hmm. Things that make you go.
Alright, first they immediately take fire, they take burn damage, which ignores
Mhm.
armor, then turn to burn. Must roll an engineering check.
I'm copying and pasting something.
What are we cutting and pasting? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so there is no cap.
Okay.
I stand corrected.
I like the
I thought
end
there
line.
was
Or
one.
just be Genghis.
Yeah, Genghis is outright immune to burn.
Can stabilize or roll engineering.
Alright. The pyro also takes heat from this.
The Lancaster is also immune to burn.
And so's the pyro.
Well, of course.
Makes sense with the pyro.
I would hope so. I would really hope so.
Things that wouldn't make sense.
Mhm.
Things that make you go, huh?
What?
Good information to know.
You said it was 10
Yes, because it was
or
great.
8? Okay.
Oh, and then make my attack on Uriah.
Hmm.
Still soft cover.
Well, definitely, there's a lot of difficulties to hit Uriah. Because he's hidden, and I think like hard cover from you, and then soft cover from himself, and I don't know if the corpse of the kaiju counts as cover for him.
Nah.
It-
It does not.
It's
Alright,
fire,
so-
so
There's a lot of difficulties involved, is what I'm saying, and I
Alright.
don't
So
know
the
how much
highest-
there are.
Well, I rolled 3. The highest one was 5,
Fair
so
enough.
that 15 becomes a 10.
Okay,
Plus 3 is 13.
all right. That's a miss.
Okay.
And because he's in Lord stance, part of the fire that thematically this is hilarious to me. Part of the fire actually like seems to veer off and slap the kaiju as he deflects it into the kaiju.
Alright, how much damage is that?
It
three, right?
does. I think it does 2 of the same type as the attack.
2 burn. Like throwing embers at it.
I just
Like-
thematically, I think that sounds cool. Just like deflecting a flamethrower.
No like fire. No like fire.
Man, no kidding.
Alright, and I believe that is it for the pyro.
I would like to go.
It's me or you, and I say you.
All right, cool. I am going
I will
to
be right back.
as a protocol, I will shepherd drone. I will move this shredder that's suspiciously 4 spaces away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will activate my annihilation nexus.
Oh dear. Let the
What
chaos
used-
commence.
What used to exist in the space no longer exists.
Mhm.
We'll see. I have to hit first.
Yeah.
That is cocked. There we go. That is oh, this is E defense because it's smart.
His E defense. This is on the pyro.
Yes,
E defense is an 8.
I hit just on my die roll. That's 9 plus 5. So yeah, that hits. That's going to be a D6 plus 3. Whoa, full damage. 9 points of AP energy damage.
Alright.
Things that make you go, ow.
Yeah, considering he just went 4 armor. What's that?
Good day, good sir.
It's a ground around them just like starts to like vibrate intensely.
And you said it was
as
AP?
nothing. Yes.
Okay.
9 AP. And
What is damage?
yeah, that's a full action. However, so that is all I got.
All right.
Well, I will move. I will move kind of down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring these other guys with me.
All right. I'll go ahead and have my guys doing stuff while you're still moving in.
Yeah, you're good. That's my turn.
All right, now the aces at the bottom. My poor
Yep.
neglected aces.
Vika just said that the guy is immobile because of Vika. Does he get bonuses for that? What he just did?
Huh?
No, immobile just means he can't move. Like he can't
Yeah.
take a move.
Yeah, just she wanted to check. So
Better to ask than not to ask.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. We will start with this red ace.
Yeah, I just had my headphones up, but I was like, double check.
All right, so move of 6.
Kill that man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is inside the aura of one of your drones there, Carr.
Yeah, that is Athena. If he ends his turn there, or is he ending it? Yeah, I know his. I have full visibility of him. I know his statistics, his weapons, and his systems.
All right, this is an ace. He's undamaged.
He also can't benefit from cover or hide, or become invisible.
He's got a hull of -2, agility 4, systems 2, engineering 1, save 12, evade 15, e-defense 8, sensors 10. He is size 1. He has a missile launcher, a flight system, and you know from previous experience they can barrel roll.
Yep.
Do a barrel roll.
And he's going to use his missile launchers to shoot this communication satellite.
That difficulty because of
The shield.
the shield.
Yeah. Alright, it's got to be within a range of 10, which is no problem. It is seeking and smart, which doesn't really factor in. Alright, so +2 attack bonus. So that is a 20 on the dice. +2 makes that a 22. The difficulty dice was a 3, however, which drops to a 19, narrowly avoiding it being a crit.
Whew.
So it takes 6 explosive damage. But it has an armor of 1. This is not AP or anything, so it only takes 5.
How much health did you say they had?
15.
15.
Okay.
We just got to get down there and ruin those
Yeah.
guys' lives. Because if we attack them, they don't attack that.
Correct.
Right, as long as they are occupied.
Hold on, let me check something.
Let me see how far I can boogie.
Not very far next turn. I do think that would sound strategy of like, oh, I'm immobilized next turn. Okay, cool. You're all staying here with me.
I'm not trapped in here with you.
That's
You're trapped in here with me.
Love me.
Let's see. Well, he's got another action. He could boost and do something. He could boost and run away. He could overheat and take another shot. I think he'll take his second action and boost. Position himself where he can shoot at the radar again, or the generator. And that will be it for him.
Oh boy, even closer.
Boy.
Actually, gonna be immobilized next turn.
He was
So-
able to clear it
Ah,
with the frame drugs. I'm immobilized.
Yeah.
Frame
Gotcha.
drugs.
frame drugs.
Did I?
You weren't inaccurate.
Does it make him immune to immobilize?
He's immune to being slowed. And then I can cure immobilize on my turn.
Okay.
Like cure it and have an action.
Until the next round when he's stunned.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so I think we got Car left. Or
Yep.
Tiana.
Yeah.
What is Tiana doing?
Good question. How far away is everybody else? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move 2 up here first.
Okay.
Activate as a quick action Walk of Kings. Putting that on Uriah.
Have you ever put it on anybody else?
No, because usually he's the fastest one and usually killing things faster than the rest of us.
So remind me what that does again. I know
Okay.
it's a bunch of overshield, but
An ally character within sensors in line of sight gains overshield equal to 4 plus my grit, so 9. You have 9 overshield now. And while the overshield is active, all melee attacks gain AP. And the first time each turn they hit with a melee attack or take damage from a hostile character, they release a burst 1 energy blast centered on them. All hostile characters in the affected area take 1 AP energy.
okay.
I would put it on Vika, but I think she's happy where she is.
I'm good. I'm immobilized anyway because once I immobilize that guy, it immobilizes me.
Mhm.
And I'm just immobilized next turn anyway, so we're pretending we're doing it on purpose.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah, we're gonna Bethesda this.
But oh god, these two hanging out too long.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I think that, yeah, we'll put Imperial Eye on Cortev.
Okay.
If anything gets within range 3 of you, they take 2 AP energy damage and must succeed on an engineering save or be knocked back 2 spaces, prone and shredded.
Nice.
Sounds fun.
Well, I'm waiting.
Other than that, I'm going to use the last of my movement to basically move here.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, then we go to my last guy, this other ace.
Mhm.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6.
Mhm.
He can't reach the tower, the communications arrays, so he will target the generator. It has no protections.
How much HP does it have?
It's got 15 like the.
15 as well? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've all got 15. You got armor 1.
Got it.
Let's see. He rolled an 8 on the dice, plus 2 attack bonus. He just barely got the 10 he has to have to hit a stationary target.
Christ.
Do better, bro. I should do worse, bro.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
can
was
make
hoping
him
for a
not
crit,
hit,
but that was a.
I'd vote make him not hit, honestly.
Yeah, don't make it
Yeah.
not hit.
but he still has an overcharge too if he wanted to do that.
I don't think he is. I don't think he wants to take heat in turn 1. I think
Yes,
it's worth it.
Like 3d6. Literally, you're not hitting today, friend.
Fine, he doesn't hit then.
Mhm.
And that
If he does, I'll kill him myself.
is the end of round 1.
I think we're doing good.
I think we're doing okay.
Unless,
Ish.
he's about to drop in some allies or something.
Come down
I'll be
like
on the
hill
next.
divers. Except their
Chase
mix sucks. So
I will go first.
I hear no one objecting.
Okay. As my protocol, my Annihilation Nexus goes off again.
All right, remind me how much damage that's doing.
We're gonna find out. I still have to roll to hit.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh wait. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I was counting the hexes because I wanted to make sure that guy wasn't within 3. I didn't
you're
see
good.
where he had moved.
That's going to be oh god, just below 19 to hit.
That hits.
19. Yep. That's going to be 6 points of AP energy damage.
All right.
And that's just a protocol. Haha. All right. Enter. Sorry.
Nobody
I
likes a
forgot to
braggart.
enter. Yeah.
No, we love the braggarts.
Mm-mm-mm.
Murder
Cool.
it.
That's all I had for that.
It
Oh,
was
shit,
enough.
cool.
It's enough. Pyro's gone.
Excellent.
And now for my next trick.
Am I able to use multiple protocols in one turn?
Uh,
As
I'm
long as
not
I
sure.
don't do any other action?
I think you can activate as many protocols as you like before you move.
All right.
Okay.
Let's look before we get people's hopes up.
Yep.
I'm
This system
checking
may
the thing.
be activated as a free action, but only at the start of the user's turn, before any non-protocol actions, including movement. There is no other
Fire off as many
restrictions.
protocols as you want to.
Sick. I've got
As
one
long as you
more.
haven't done anything else,
As long as I haven't done anything else. Cool. I will move the... Which one is this one? This one is the... Yep, snare drum. All right. I will move it 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces over here.
Make
If
a
I thought
friend,
about it, I
buddy.
could have. If I thought about it, I could have put it on one of your drones and just like. Boop.
Yeah, it's fine. And then I will do the same thing again. I will activate my Annihilation Nexus, this time down here.
Okay. That is on Ace 2.
I heard you wanted to
Uh,
murderlize something.
This is going to
Release the
be
swarm.
a 14. Smart. It is
The
smart,
hive
so-
cluster is under attack.
So it's against E defense instead of evade.
E defense. Yes.
All right. So that's a hit.
You must construct additional pylons.
Hey, there we go.
However, he will barrel roll as a reaction. So it misses.
Question. Okay, so it just misses.
I'm on fire.
That's fine. It's just an area attack, so that's why it's a little hinky, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's been hinky in this game.
There's
Yeah,
nothing. It's
fair.
perfectly balanced.
I flick fire at people with my sword.
That's fair. No, that's
I-
cool. Gets in there.
I
got
use a railgun in an arcing trajectory. I want you to consider just how high up that has to go before it comes down.
What do you mean that railgun shot appeared in my cockpit?
We have fun here.
Yeah. Yeah. we do.
Or make the DM drink.
Or make the DM drink.
Joke's
That's
on
Sometimes
you.
both.
Joke's on you. That's not water.
I've made no claims
Alright.
as to what it is.
Alrighty.
It's a liquid of some kind.
think that is going to be. Let me see what this one is. Okay, cool. That will be my turn because that's a full tech to do that. Or a full
Alright.
action to do that.
In that case, Pokemon 1 will go.
Does that count as
Pokemon.
hassling that character?
It does.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Nice.
And he's gonna have difficulty shooting me. It's fine.
All right,
Ah,
so
take more power.
our kaiju is going to attack somebody.
I'm taken back to South Park. Chin Pokemon.
Dear God.
Well, this one's Pope because it's got spines.
Mhm.
It does what it says on the tin.
Mhm.
All right, is it still being grappled?
I never said I ungrappled it, but I did immobilize the other guy. So I'll leave that up to you. But
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to. If you bear hug the guy, I don't think you could bear hug him and then turn around and hit somebody else with your weapon.
that's fair with me.
Not that it really matters; he could attack you anyway. But
Yeah.
I was just looking at his rampage ability, but all I could really get with that is Vika and potentially that drone.
That drone does look shady.
Since he wouldn't know Uriah is still there. But that would take him out of range of actually attacking Vika with his regular old attacks. He'll just attack Vika. Oh, goodness. Alright, so that's a 1 on the d20, plus 2 for his accuracy, plus 4 attack bonus. So that's a total of a 7 to hit Vika.
Just misses.
Yep. He's not going to try to overheat himself. So he will end his round, which lets his regenerator kick in. So he regenerates 1/4 his total HP.
Oh, hey, handshake.
This is the predator thing. Hey.
Nanite buddies. I was also kind of suspicious considering he had so he won't take heat. But
Well,
organics can't take heat, which means they're probably not.
It would be damaged.
Okay, yeah.
They can still do the thing. It's just damage at that point instead of.
I see.
I think it counts as heat as energy damage or something.
Gotcha.
So he doesn't want to hurt Vika so bad that he wants to hurt himself.
Don't worry, she'll do that for both of them.
But yeah, that's his turn. So over to y'all.
I will go.
Okay.
I don't know if this counts as a free action. I'm going to go ahead and basically have Whip open comms back up to the Bull of Heaven.
Okay, that would be like talking. That's not going to be a big deal.
Well, it looks like the decision of me giving our location was made for us. The cult are currently assaulting our location. And I will actually send it to... And I will actually give him our location in case we need an extract.
You get a response back immediately. He had noticed some shenanigans going down in that area. He didn't know it was y'all. He probably should have been suspicious. But basically, keep the arrays going. He's using those to lock, he's using those communication ways and how much information is being, the activity, basically, he's locking onto that.
And if he's noticing it, yeah, the fact that they figured out what this was immediately. So, just be on standby because we might need you.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
For Car's information thing, did you catch if it was Union, Shinar,
Yeah.
Cult?
I assume that would be a stat that I would know.
I don't think that's a stat.
I think
that's usually you can get that if you scan somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look it up and see, you can look up the ability and see what it says specifically.
Yeah, because with scan, it's basically you can figure out who they are. You can also figure out what their stats are.
Yeah,
It's one
Athena
option.
constructs
Athena.
a perfect real-time and fully interactive 3D model of Blast 3 area, including moving characters, all rendered in a lovingly extreme detail. You have full visibility within the affected area. It doesn't count as line of sight. You know all statistics, weapons, and systems of the characters within the affected area. It doesn't say anything about knowing their thing, but
Okay.
Affiliation.
yeah.
Yeah. Would
It
count as
had
statistic?
it has no Union or Shinar markings on it.
Cool.
And it has kaiju with them, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
the kaiju.
we know.
The
We're just
kaiju
making
is probably
sure.
a giveaway.
I just like to make sure.
So okay, you got Mithras lets you know he's locking in your location, trying to get something set up. Apparently, there's a whole lot of math involved.
We won't need extractors. It's round 2. We're fine.
But what action are you actually taking?
Okay, it's twofold. I am going to activate my Shrike code, because I believe he's within sensors, and he is. This is a tech. What's his E defense?
Which one now?
His E defense.
Who are you targeting?
The ace.
Okay. This is the ace number 1. His E defense is an 8.
It is also 9:31.
Yeah, we're just gonna finish this round and then call it.
Yeah. That's my tech attack. Is that as well? So that would be so 19 to hit him.
All right, that is a hit. Let's see. And this one, it was the other one that barrel rolled already.
You can barrel roll tech attacks.
Let's see. Oh, no. It does specifically say a melee or ranged attack, not just an attack. I withdraw the comment.
Hey.
So would the AoE attack have hit?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that would.
All right, let me go put the damage on the ace.
Six.
How much damage would that have done, Cortez?
Oh, sorry, 9. That would have been 9 because I rolled. I rolled full damage when I rolled.
Okay.
I rolled
now
and then you were like, oh.
we know the counter to aces, AOE.
AoE and technology.
Well, it's not AoE. It's the fact that it was a tech. Wait. Yeah, it was the fact that it was
Not
a
a
tech
range.
attack.
Yeah, because you said it was melee and ranged.
Yeah, it's smart.
Smart as a tech attack.
It goes against your E defense. It doesn't say anything about technically being a... Because you're still shooting
Yeah.
something at it. It's just that you've got a computer calculating how to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So no, just because it's
But
smart
it-
would not make it a tech attack.
It is within it's right up on it though. It's not ranged.
What is the base? Well, yours is just a particular thing. He's putting in a
Yes.
adjustment on his.
Understood.
Yeah.
Because what was it you were shooting at him, Patrick?
This is the Shrike code. This is specifically essentially with this. Let me go back to it. Now, where was it again? So many. Neurospike. It's an invade action.
Okay, so yeah, that is a flat out actual tech attack. Yeah.
That'll be duplicated. And until the end of the target's next turn, he takes 2 heat whenever he attacks.
Okay. That is on red here, so let me put a little. Do we have a little? That's pretty close to a fire icon. It'll remind me. All right, so 2 heat anytime he attacks. Okay.
Okay, so this one has, in fact, barrel rolled, correct?
The one over by Oh, I don't think he has, because if he couldn't, when I was
Okay,
using
gotcha.
Yeah, I'm looking up the area attacks to see if they still.
All right.
Don't know if it'd be different than like ranged or melee.
Mhm.
And is that still
Okay, the
within
area attacks just fall into ranged.
Oh, okay.
sensor?
Oh wait, range and patterns. Let me double check.
Is he taking 9 or not?
It's important.
Need to know.
Okay,
'Cause I
everything
will
counts as
kill him.
either a melee attack, a range attack, or a tech attack.
Okay. I'll look on my end then.
All right.
So yeah, the area
and
effects are just types of ranged attacks. Okay. So he
It
could
is
barrel
burst
roll.
2. Well, the trick to this is that it's a burst from a drone or a thing. So it's not like an area attack where you like pick something in range. It's just right up where whatever's like right up
It's
on
not a
the
melee
drone.
attack. It's not a tech attack.
Right.
Range attack is the other choice.
trick is though, I think we're going into.
Yeah.
When we said tech attack, it should probably be more clarified as an invade action.
That's what yours is. Yes. Yours
Correct.
good.
Yeah, yours he cannot barrel roll away from.
Yeah.
Freddy's, I should say.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna expend a I can't, or can I? Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to overcharge 1 and do the Shrike Code again, but I'm giving the Power Core invisibility.
Okay, so you're not attacking a dude with it. You're
Yeah,
Making it
essentially
harder to hit him.
giving it a 50-50 miss chance, basically.
correct, because
That makes
it's
sense.
this turn is we need to keep this thing alive till this turn. Gives us a little more advantage.
Right. Because if they destroy it
Time.
next turn, the batteries are filled up enough to
Yeah,
finish what you need to do.
and I believe since I have attacked this guy and this guy, they're going to focus more on us now.
Yeah, since both of them have been aggressively gone after, they're going to shoot them. They're going to shoot at people.
All right, good. And that is my go.
All right.
And 9:37. So, yep.
Yep.
I think we're finishing
done.
this round.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
finish the round.
Okay. We're gonna
All
finish
right,
the round.
so let's see. Pyro's dead. The witch is dead. Pokemon
Ding
2
dong.
is dead. Pokemon 1 is already gone. So I've only got my 2 aces.
Yep. Please let me know which one is going.
Blue is going.
Please give me an agility save.
Well, that is actually something he's pretty good at.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll be all right.
You can still
I have
roll
a
a
high
1.
DC. I have a high DC, so
18.
18 will do it. You're good. Continue.
He's shooting missiles at you.
Yep. He has a difficulty.
All right. And what is your E defense?
My E defense is 16.
All right. All right. So he rolled a 16, but then he rolled a 6 on the difficulty. So that's a 10 plus his attack bonus. Makes it a 12.
Misses.
Yes, I think it did.
I maxed out 2 stats this entire campaign.
Same.
He's going to overcharge and do it again.
Go for it. Still has a difficulty.
He's 18.
I think I have the
becomes
highest
a
health out of
15,
everybody.
16.
What's
does
your
a
health?
17 hit your E defense?
17 will hit.
All right, that is 6 points of damage then.
19 total.
19 health.
Mm-hmm. Okay, never mind. I thought I had it, but no.
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Whip has 25. So.
Yeah, I got 21 myself.
Then I am the lowest, except for probably grid space.
I have 10. Yeah.
All right, then he's gonna move over there. That is his turn.
Yep.
Would anyone be okay if I just start wailing on this guy?
Go for it.
Start wailing.
Good.
Whalers on the moon.
Whalers on the
Three.
moon.
You've
We
never
carry
seen
harpoons.
this. You've never
Harpoons.
seen this species before. It could be an endangered species.
It is in danger.
We're whalers on the moon. We're stabbing.
Which is why we're going to actually do it a benefit by keeping its species endangered.
You just see like out of Ty's mech a phone pop up, take a picture, and then go back in.
The dice roller loves me tonight. I threw it in just to prove again.
I've always told you. The dice roller loves you.
The dice roller in particular just really likes me tonight. So that is maximum damage, which is
Bonk
10.
on the head.
All right. It is. Is it armor piercing?
It is not armor piercing.
Yeah,
It is
so
10 from that, though.
It takes 9.
It takes 4 additional from Scouring Swarm.
Okay. Is that armor piercing?
That is not armor piercing.
Okay.
That one does not have my overpower caliber on it. Just double checking stuff. Sorry.
Bonk on
Trying
the
to squeeze
head.
another point or two out. I understand.
I don't know. Yeah. Where do I get the 3 kinetic from? Yeah. First time I deal a critical with Executioner 2, 3 kinetic damage to all objects, all non-ally objects. So 3 additional kinetic. So we're up to 17.
It is dead.
Okay. And I think I'm still, because the witch thing is still working, I am just kind of vibing up here, but I regenerate half my health.
Yep. Yep. All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. That leaves me with my other ace. He's gonna fly around here and shoot at that sorry sucker that's been shooting at him.
What's the burst on your shield?
It is 3, so basically it'll go
He's
through. Yeah.
All right.
Question.
So
Can I
Hmm.
see him there, me as the pilot? Can I see him flying up there?
Uriah's here.
Probably not with the wall.
Yeah, I don't know what the height of the I don't know if it's like at a one like higher or not.
I would give
Why I'm
you
asking.
a view from your window of
Mhm.
basically a wedge, kind of like this.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because you're not leaning out the window waiting for somebody. You're sitting there
No,
doing work
no, I'm
and just
not.
ready to shoot anybody you see out the window.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
So yes, shooting Patrick. That's right. 20 on the dice, plus 2 is a 22. So that becomes 12 points of damage.
And that is with his difficulty.
He's inside the shield.
He's inside the shield.
Ah,
That's why I wanted to see what your burst was.
I see.
So anyway, it's 12 points. You're probably fine.
I'm going to activate my. Which one was that? Not flash lock. My blink field intervention. I take
Okay.
2 heat. And I gain resistance against the shot, so I only take 6.
Okay, sounds fair. He's going to overheat duty again. Or overcharge duty again, I should say.
So he took 2 heat from that shot because of his invade action.
I forgot about the invade action.
Whoo!
That's only got him up to 3, so he's okay.
For now.
Yeah, for now. It was wasted because he rolled a 1. All right. That does become a 3. And that's another couple of heat for that attack. Whew.
Oh, is he over? Does he overheat?
Yeah, he takes 2 at heat on basically he'll take 2 heat each time he attacks,
Gotcha.
on top of him spending heat to attack again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he is done. All right, who's left on y'all side?
I think it's just.
I think
I think
Me.
it's just Carl. Oh,
No,
2
it's
people.
it's Uriah too.
Okay.
I will. A full tech. I will stabilize, cool mech, and I will end the immobilized condition on me. And for my movement, or for Sobek's movement, so 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now in there.
All right, so you're back in the fort.
And that's it.
Okay. I think
I think
Carr
that
still
just
needs
leaves
to
me,
go.
right? CompCon. I said thank you. I was like, it did start round 2.
I said good day.
Um, if I were, it doesn't say. So if I were to put Walk of Kings on someone else, would I lose the first Walk of Kings? It doesn't say that it deactivates on the other user.
And you get Walk of Kings. And you get Walk of Kings.
It's at this point, I think it's a DM ruling. Oh, this weapon or system cannot be duplicated. Each character can only have 1 copy of it installed at a time. That's for my character, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, it's a question for the DM. I don't.
All right. Is
It
Walk
doesn't
of
say.
Kings?
So.
I don't think Walk of Kings is in the main book.
It's
Don't
not.
think so. No.
All right, let me open up another CompCom. Compendium.
Which frame is it from?
Emperor.
It says an allied, which is singular.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say you can only have it going on 1 person at a time.
Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Freddie, how is Whip looking right now?
I currently have 19 health, and and I'm full structure, so.
Okay, so you're not too bad.
He's completely
So
fine.
so dinged, but not bad.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He has multiple structures. And repair.
Unlike some of us.
I'm debating. Do I take the intel die and just not do anything this round, or do I attack?
Heck, take the intel. They aren't going to hassle anything. 'Cause they've been
I'm
hit.
actually just going to stay put and not do anything at the
I'd
moment.
open a portal.
No. You're funny, Jason. I am a turn.
Just right around you, probably destroy the
Mhm.
building Uriah's in, take out both satellites. It'd be great.
No.
All right, then I believe that is the end of round 2.
Woo!
And thus the end of the session.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope y'all had fun.
Well-
I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
I thought
At least
cutting
we
it
have
down to
enough battery.
4. I thought cutting it down to 4 turns, we'd get through it all in the night. But oh well.
Complicated turns. Level
Yeah, it
license
was,
level 10 mechs.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Flowcharts, man. I finally, at the last 3
Last 3 sessions.
Let me get a flowchart here.
Yes, it's giving me flashbacks to when I stopped playing BattleTech. Oh.
You've critted.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you do.
You've critted. You do like 5 different triggers now.
Oh, yep.
I mean, you look at the thing.
Yeah.
What do you mean just roll a 20?
But anyway, I hope
Wait.
anybody that comes by and watches later on enjoyed it. I hope you join us next week when we start the beginning of our 2-part conclusion to the campaign. Who will live? Who will die? How many more NPCs can I kill off?
Just bring them back as clones, traumatize the group.
I wish I had thought of that earlier.
That's what
I
I
had
was gonna
forgotten
say.
all about the clone thing. Oh, the fun I could have.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
technically,
Tasty
Charlie
angst.
could be cloned still because
Well, it's mostly Harrison Armory, I think, that does cloning and SSC.
Yeah, it seems like something Union would disapprove of under normal
They do.
circumstances.
They do, yeah.
Okay.
They still use it for like wartime.
So
Which-
anyway,
Go to war.
Yep.
we'll go ahead and sign off. Again, I was your storyteller of the evening, Jason. And with me tonight has been Cara playing Tiana, Eric playing Uriah, Sarah playing Vika, Jeremy playing Cortev, and Patrick playing Freddy. And we will see y'all next week.
Bye bye.
Good night, everybody.